Yeah, yeah, yeah. Brooklyn. It's the WGIS, nothing less, giving it straight to your chest. Yeah, yeah. Know what? No chaser. Yeah, yeah. What's the name? It's the WGIS, nothing less, giving it straight to your chest. No chaser.
Listen, welcome to WGI Sports Season 7 with me and my man Vlad. This is the Drum Major. We're here with our distinguished guests, the returning guests, of course, my man Ty, my brother-in-law, family, and of course, my other brother, Delano Robinson, the god of the gridiron. He don't like nobody. He likes us if we're lucky on a good day.
Maybe. Everybody's trash. Everybody's trash.
You know what I'm
Anybody
saying?
can get it. Anybody.
And we got a new guest, a new guest into the WGI Sports House, Roy Hall.
Yes, sir.
It's my man. That's Ty's barber. You know, every time I come to the A, Roy saw me a couple of times. He laced me up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, even doing the fake hairline and all of that.
Not the chalk marks.
Much love, my brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
You put the
No,
chalk
he-
marks on
Inviting
Roy.
me, man. Invitation, well appreciated.
Did you hit you
No,
with the
Roy,
spice
you-
balls? Did you hit you
No,
with the
Roy-
spice balls?
No,
So
listen, Roy nice like that. He ain't have to use the chalk. You dig it? He had to use the chalk.
No,
Yeah,
he's
I
nice
knew
like that.
but raising the tremor.
That's what's up.
Raising the
Yes.
tremor, baby.
Old
Yes,
school.
sir. Yes, sir. So salute, Roy. Welcome to the show and all that. Thank you for coming on, man.
I
So this is the
appreciate y'all,
season
man.
premiere.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is season premiere of season 7. Me and Vlad been going at it at some time. We
Yes,
about to
sir.
get the show started. We got the distinguished panelists, exciting panelists. The show is brought, you already know who this show is brought to you by. We ain't got to shout them out. We're gonna get shit started
But just definitely want to give shout out to Sugar Water Radio. for
all
always
the
holding us
time. You
down.
already know.
Always
Frank,
holding
shout
us
out to New
down.
Girl. Shout out to the Nest family right there. Always got to shout them out.
Always
Yes,
got to shout them out, no matter
yeah,
what.
of course, guy. You definitely got to put the stamp on them. But Chef, listen.
Yo,
Before we get started, man.
Before we get started, I just
Go
want
ahead,
to
go ahead.
bring
Go ahead,
back the old school sponsor. This show
Yes.
is brought to you by Lowenbrow.
Del, shall we sing the song? Shall we
Sing
sing
it.
the song?
sing it.
Let's go.
All right.
Here's a good
Good
friend.
friends.
Tonight is kind of special. The beer will pour.
Must be
Yo, I can't with you two guys. Yo. I can't.
Oh man.
You. This is when you know it's college football season. And NFL's right there.
Yeah. Everything is getting started. Everything's
Getting started.
Yes, but before we get into our traditional NFL yearly preview, Vlad,
Yo,
hot take, sir. You want to do a quick basketball hot take on our girl Dawn Staley?
Yo.
Got interviewed by the New York Knicks for the head coaching position.
yo, that was a very interesting interview by Dawn
Okay.
Stanley. This is why Dawn Stanley is beloved.
Go
She
ahead.
always keeps it a buck. In her interview, which I'll play in a few minutes, she stated, "I asked the undare question to ask: Have you ever done this before? Because if you haven't, are you ready for the smoke? Because you're gonna get questioned, you're gonna get asked. If you hire me, what does it feel like to hire not just a woman, a black woman, the first black woman, the first woman to coach in the men's league?
Yeah.
And if it begged and forced the Knicks brass or branch or collective to really think about should they even hire a woman. And they had to make a decision right then and there that, hey, do I feel like getting all that smoke day in and day out versus asking the question of how did your team perform tonight? did Dawn Stanley do her job? Is this happening? Is that happening? Is she the reason that the Knicks are winning or losing? This, that, and the third. But it's more female questions and every question that has nothing to do with basketball but has to do with politics.
Yep.
And I thought that was a very hot take, an interesting question that she asked them.
Yeah.
That was very interesting.
I interviewed for the Knicks. I did. It was the same interview that everybody else that was in their candidate pool. Same thing. Went in. I mean, it was like hours, but in the interview, I thought I did pretty well. I was well prepared for the interview, right? If the Knicks would have offered me the job, I would have had to do it. Okay. Not just for me, it's for women, for just to break open that I would have to, and it's the New York Knicks. And I'm from Philly, but it's the freaking New York Knicks. Yes. Would I take any NBA job? No. But I will say this. The NBA has to be ready for a female head coach. You can't just interview somebody and say we're gonna hire her. Because here's the thing, because I think I probably lost the job by asking this question, or I had a series of questions that I asked them. One was for who they were looking for why I was in the candidate pool, right? If I was so attractive, I said, has the New York Knicks organization in its history ever had what you're looking for? They wanted a team. They wanted the inclusiveness with management and the coaches, and everyone wanted to feel like a team, a closely knit franchise. If you don't hire anybody different, how are you going to get that? That's one. And then my other question was, how, if you hired me as the first female coach in the WNBA, how would it impact your daily job? Because it would. It would. Because you're going to be asked questions that you don't have to be asked if you hire a male coach. There's going to be the media. There's going to be all this stuff that you're going to have to deal with that you didn't have to deal with and you don't have to deal with when you hire a male. And then that got them to thinking. That really got them to thinking about, shit, maybe she's right. Right. And then I felt the energy change after that. So I shot myself in the foot by being Aaliyah, being inquisitive, asking all this darn questions.
I want to say that, not too many women would have the moxie to actually stand up in front of men in a men's world and pose that question to men in that position, knowing that she's going to potentially lose that job now.
Right.
So I salute her for that. And she actually did lose the job because of that.
Yeah.
And now if the NBA world sees that, who's going to dare to be the first one to hire a woman now? That's the question now. Okay. Because that's going to be a threat. A woman in the man's world controlling men.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely going to be an interesting question. But it's unfortunate because I felt like Dawn Stanley was qualified for that job, and she felt like she was qualified for that job.
She's definitely qualified for that job.
She is, and I think she would have had it.
It was Mark Jackson, but they refused to hire people who are qualified for that job. So
listen,
we know Mark Jackson got blackballed a long time ago. So there were a lot of head coaching jobs that Mark got overlooked for.
Yeah, but that's home. He's supposed to get that job, and she right for that job too. But they don't hire who they supposed to hire. So
no,
right.
They hire who they can control, and they're not going to be able to control her.
Well, they pretty much said that they want somebody that's a yes man that's going to answer to the organization and collaborate with the organization.
That's why Tibbs lasted as long as he did.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I don't.
Go ahead, Vlad.
I just feel like Dawn Stanley I think she's going to get snubbed at any position right now other than women's college-based basketball. She's safe where she's at. She needs to stay there. It's just not time yet. I don't think Just like this world wasn't ready for a black president, it's definitely not going to be ready for a female to step up and take ownership and control a 15-man roster, and to tell the bosses up top, like, listen, I control this. You wouldn't do this if I was a man.
Well,
Here's the other part of that coin. Here's the other side of that coin, rather. For years, they kept trying to put Becky Hammond in that position to be the first female NBA coach.
Yeah, they did.
That's right.
When she went to the WNBA and she started winning and the openings came up, she was nowhere to be seen anymore. Nobody mentioned the name. They don't want to broach that subject anymore.
No, they don't.
But it's so much in their face that they have to. Basketball basically is pulling a Rooney Rule now, unofficially. We have to interview the hot woman coach. We're not going to hire her, but we have to save face.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on right now.
And the Knicks just happened to be the first one out the gates that basically had to do it.
Yep.
There's going to be some coach firings come December. We'll see if it happens. Who's going to be next?
Yeah, because back when the Denver Nuggets first were looking for a coach, they requested to interview Dawn, and Dawn was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah.
I thought I was going to see the Eddie movie in real life.
Oh man!
but to be honest, she belong in Philly anyway. Like
exactly.
And
Come home.
Actually, they I think they're about to get a WNBA team in Philly.
They are.
Yeah,
It might be a perfect fit, for her to make her way to the WNBA team, to the Sixers.
She should not leave college for the WNBA.
I agree with that. However, to get your way to the Sixers, I think that works.
Listen, if Dawn Stanley steps foot in the WNBA, Becky Hammond's reign is over.
Oh, for sure.
It's over.
Well,
you hear me?
Light work. That's light work.
First and foremost, the WNBA is going to have to increase their salaries because they can't afford Dawn right now. The NBA can, the WNBA can't. I mean, because Dawn's making over $3 million at South Carolina.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, easy. That's you make a good point on that. The money is.
So you think she was better than Pat Summitt?
Ooh.
I don't know if she was better than Pat Summitt. I think that if Pat Summitt were still alive and still had her faculties, I think that she would have been the first female NBA coach.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah. I think she would have started off as an assistant. It came up.
With her resume, I don't think she would have had to go on the assistant route. I mean, because she's won national championships at Tennessee. She's been the coach of Olympic gold medal winning basketball teams for the United States. I don't think she would have had to go the assistant route. She would have had enough of a resume to say, okay, we're ready to make this leap. And plus, she had the right complexion.
Yeah. Listen, I gotta add too, man. As much as we love Dawn got washed by Gino.
Yeah, twice.
And Pat handled Gino.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because when the Lady Vols was playing UConn,
she was getting
Pat handled her business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's that story of rivalry too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Pat and Gino was going at it.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
Gino was like Darth Vader to Dawn. Gino was like, Dawn, I am your father. You know what I mean? So so that's the chink in her armor with that too, So
true. I didn't think about that. Good point, John. Good point on both you and Del.
Yes, sir. All right, gents. Vlad, you done with the take?
No, I'm good with that, man. I just want to
let's get to it, man. Let's get to it.
Hot sauce and butter, baby.
Yeah. We done. All right, we done got the appetizer out the way. Let's go to the full course fucking meal.
We in the season right now. Come on.
Yes. Listen. This is very interesting, gents, because I wanted to point out. I want to point out the obvious. I have no skin in this game. Kind of, sort of, don't, because I just want to point out this is a NFC East rivalry fan panel.
Yep.
Go fish.
We got two Eagles fans, a Cowboy fan, and Chef, you the Giant fan.
Yes, sir.
This is interesting.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Oh, I
it
thought
is.
he was a Buck fan. My fault, brother.
Nah.
Wow.
Giants.
He is so well.
Oh, you
I'll take that
talking
back. Yeah, that
you,
was a
man.
low blow. Yeah, that was a low blow.
But listen,
You caught it, man. You caught it. Good. Yeah, that was a good catch.
we gonna start with our new house guest, Roy.
Yes, sir.
You lost Mika, dude. You lost, man.
Micah, man. Micah.
Oh, Micah. Sorry. That's right. Micah Parsons. Michael Parsons, generational talent, was with the Cowboys. He wasn't happy. Jerry Jones offered him 40. Micah said, nah, I don't want that. Green Bay said, come through. Micah said, bet. They offered him 44, 47. He bounced, man. What happened, Roy?
Yeah, I was about to say, what happened?
But really, he didn't know his dollar value because Jerry didn't like the agent. That's what the problem came in at.
Okay.
And Michael laying on that bench, the last preseason game, I think kind of like sealed his faith.
Yeah.
They didn't like that. That was really disrespectful.
Yep.
But, Jerry like he is, he be effing, he be bleeping up all the time.
Right.
But he can sign Michael Parsons, bro. He said, when have I never signed my players? So it was a reason, excuse me, why he didn't sign Michael. And he jeopardized all of that, but he know that's a Hall of Fame guy, man. Nobody can block Michael Parsons. Nobody. Not all game. That's not going to happen. So when he jeopardized all that, I'm just saying it's something down the road that's going to come out. Mm-hmm. And now they're trying to say that he's hurt, that he might have to get back surgery or something. So he done jerked the Green Bay Packers.
He didn't look hurt in today's practice session.
Yeah, they shot him up. He said he was taking the needle. He said he was taking the shots and stuff so he can practice.
Yo, cortisone's a hell of a drug.
And look, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Michael Parsons gave me the best 4 years of football of the life. So I do not hate on Michael Parsons one bit. Only way I would hate on Michael Parsons, he was a Philadelphia Eagle. And then I probably would hate on him. But other than that, I'm with my boy,
he
man.
secretly wanted to come home.
Man, he would. If he did that, I wouldn't even watch football. He
wanted to come home.
I would start watching football if y'all had got him for real.
Micah is a Philly boy, right?
Yeah, he all Philly everything. Penn State.
Oh, man.
All that. He would love. He really did want to play with the Eagles, though. I know it. I mean, he wanted to retire a Cowboy, but if he couldn't do that, it'd been Philadelphia Eagles, definitely. And Jared been a fool to let him go because he didn't have to. Jared, okay. And I'm not gonna overdo my time, but you think about it. Jerry does like Michael Parsons, bro. Because if he didn't, he could honestly. The man is under contract. He does not have to trade him, and he could drag him through the mud and franchise tag him twice.
Technically, yes, but what people keep forgetting is that Jerry can franchise tag him all he wants to, but if he doesn't sign that tag, he becomes a free agent. But Cowboys would be compensated. Franchise
Michael
tags
like his money, man.
he didn't want to get tags are not automatic.
But see, Michael loves his money. He don't want to get fined.
Bell got out of Pittsburgh.
He don't want to get fined, bro. That's why he came to practice and didn't do nothing. Because if he didn't come to practice, they would hit him about like 50 bands.
You can't
50 bands a day.
A franchise tag though. If you don't, you can't be fined if they try to franchise you and you don't sign it. That's how Le'Veon Bell got out of Pittsburgh. They franchise tagged him. He didn't sign it. He sat out.
They did it twice, didn't they?
No, they only did it to him once, and he sat out that year, and then he was a Jet, and then his career went straight down the toilet after that.
Sure did.
Kirk Cousins always said, "What's wrong with the franchise tag?" You know, Kirk Cousins made a living off the franchise tag.
Man, I call Kirk the biggest check thief since Sam
Man,
Bradford.
that man, and he getting paid right now.
I've been calling
He
him
getting
the
paid
check
right
thief
now
for
with the Atlanta
years.
Falcons on the bench holding a clipboard,
respect your
making
ambition,
more.
Willie, but you got to have
100 million
vision.
He the highest
guaranteed to
paid
hold
player
a
on the team,
clipboard.
and he ain't even he the highest paid player on the team, and he ain't even in the lineup.
Yep.
That's a
Yep.
fact. That's a fact.
But
Kurt know what he. I mean, Kurt know what he doing, man.
Kirk has the best agent in all the sports.
I agree.
what's
That's very
the
true.
tax situation in Texas, right? My understanding is
Texas has no state income tax.
Yeah.
right. So to be leaving that plus the offer that you got, I mean, technically you leaving a lot of money on the table, right?
Not necessarily, because here's the thing. Even though Texas doesn't have a state income tax, as a pro athlete, you pay taxes in every state in which you play if there's an income tax. So he was going to get taxed for playing. He was going to get taxed for Wisconsin anyway because he played. He's going to have to play in Wisconsin if he was with Dallas, because Dallas plays Green Bay.
And that's some BS. That's like living in Jersey, going to work in New York.
And I found that out when I was a commercial and residential loan officer, because I did home loans for several NFL players and a couple of Major League Baseball players. So I got to actually look at their contracts and look at the structure. Plus, I had, from the experience with my cousin who played for the Detroit Lions for 5 years, I looked at his contract. I was still in high school, but I looked at his contracts and we went through some different things there. And of course, my uncle played. So I mean, I've had dealings with that. So he's not really getting a break because he has to pay taxes for each state and or city, because some states have city taxes as well. So you pay a state income tax and a city income tax, because you have to pay a state and a city income tax in Maryland when you go play the Ravens and the Commanders.
Bro, I want him to pay. That man got $47 million a year. I don't care. I ain't feeling sorry for him. Let him pay all the taxes he needed them to pay. I'm here working hard as I can. That man getting 47. He almost getting quarterback money, bro. He getting paid more than a lot of quarterbacks in the league.
But once you get hit with the tax bracket, so that 47 is automatically gonna get knocked down to about 28, because he's gonna get taxed about 47.5, 48% of that right off the rip. Then he's got to pay his agent whatever the agent's percentage is, and the agent gets paid off the gross, not the net.
When do y'all boy get paid? Carter gonna break the. He gonna break the 50 maybe.
Don't try to switch the subject.
We're not worried about Carter because we gonna pick up his 5th-year option, so we ain't got to worry about that for another 3 seasons.
We pay our guys early.
Who that, Jalen?
Y'all gotta get fun off.
Yep.
Yeah, we pay guys early.
Jalen to get his money next year.
Yeah.
And it won't be no rigmarole about it.
It won't be no problem with it. Philly pay their players. I mean, we paid Deron today, a couple of days ago. We gave him like about 25 a year.
Well,
who you paid?
You paid Deron.
Deron Bland.
You paid Deron, but you didn't pay Micah.
I know.
Make it make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Make it make sense.
And 46 is a whole lot different, bro.
Roy, what happened?
Yeah,
Roy,
but what you're gonna get for that 26 versus what you could have got for the 47, that ain't a swap, bro.
I will say this. Now, this is true. He's a pass rusher, bro. I mean, I can't believe the way he played the run. I can't believe he was a linebacker all those years, because he does not play the run well, man. You run at him, he does not.
See, now you start finding all the flaws in his game.
Yeah, I've seen it though.
Now that he's gone, you're justifying not paying him.
Yeah.
Don't do that. So Roy,
Lawrence Taylor, last year, as far as you were concerned. Now he's on another team. He can't stop the run.
Right.
He might sack that. Now, when they play the Cowboys, he might sack that twice himself, but we're going to win the game. And they're going to run at him. I guarantee you they're going to run at him.
Now, Roy,
Yeah.
speaking of Dak, how is Dak and the boys going to fare this season moving forward? How do you think you're going to stack up against your NFC East?
Well, now I like Dak always comes out strong in the first month of the season. Dak, you can look at his credentials and see that he always plays very well the first 4 weeks of the season. And the fact that the Eagles really can't game plan on us this year because they don't know what Schottenheimer's about. Then we're not the old Cowboys.
Dude, everybody knows what Brian Schottenheimer's about. Stop it with that bull crap.
Bruh, listen. Dak has a 6-2 record against y'all. 6-2.
Brian Schottenheimer is not who you think he is. Brian Schottenheimer is a carbon copy of his daddy. He can get you to the playoffs, but no further.
Well, I like to get in the dance.
And on top of that, the only reason that Jerry hired him, just like with every other coach that he hired, including Tuna, which pissed me off, was because he was going to acquiesce to whatever Jerry Jones said to do. That's why Mike McCarthy's out of there, even though he had Super Bowl.
They shouldn't have fired Mike. And they should never fire Mike McCarthy.
Like I said, Jerry Jones is my favorite GM in the league.
He's a butt, man. Jerry don't care about. Listen. Jerry is about now the brand.
As long as Jerry can sell commercial time, he cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's
cool. And I love him for it.
We make $1 billion. Them boys say the Cowboys' revenue is $1 billion a year. $1 billion. He gotta be. He paying all these players $100 million, turn Dak, all that money. He gotta be making quadruple. Because he ain't going to pay no brother. He ain't going to make it even closer squeezing him at all. That money that he getting Dak is pocket change.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't going to make that like something that's going to even be close to like a something controversial. No, man. He's not doing that. But yeah, I'm very excited.
So how you think your boys going to stack up against their NFC East rivals, man? You got two rivals with you on this panel.
But you better worry about DC first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you better. Listen, you know what? You talking
about the Washington?
We don't watch
bad with Brad talking.
Let me tell you, you better worry about New York too. Quiet as kept.
We don't watch them, bro.
Huh?
I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all do the stats, Dak is the best NFC quarterback in that division. Look at his record. He's 6-2. He's 6-2 against the Eagles. Okay. Think about it. Giants, he's 9. I think he's like 9-1.
He's 6-2 against the Eagles.
Let him talk, y'all.
Who were the quarterback? Who were the quarterbacks that we had?
Come on, we didn't have a quarterback.
What they got to do with it? Who the quarterback is? The quarterback. I mean, that ain't got to do with Dak. No, brother. Dak owns the NFC. Y'all pull it up. He owns the NFC. Yeah, we ain't won no Super Bowl. We ain't won no playoffs. But I'm just saying.
You sound just like the cat to the NFC.
Get into the game is harder than winning the game. Getting to the playoffs is harder than winning it.
Don't y'all play tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Indubitably.
Yes, we do.
Indubitably.
Well, I'm gonna give you my score for you, man. I'm saying it's gonna be 35-38.
Dak about to experience his first NFC loss of the season.
Dak gonna throw for about 400 yards because they're gonna show off because y'all love to play man-to-man defense. Hey, come on now. Ain't nobody gonna check CD and Pickens all night. And Ferguson.
Bruh.
And y'all don't blitz.
Bruh.
Y'all get your pressure from your front four.
You clearly didn't watch Vic Fangio call defenses last year to make that
Man, y'all don't blitz us. We know how to eat that thing.
No.
Y'all might blitz everybody else.
First of all, pause. Second of all, you tripping.
Oh, nah. I've never
tripping.
I've seen the Cowboys get blitzed.
Don't tell me. Hey,
I've seen the Cowboys get blitzed. That got ate up.
Y'all just try to hurt us, man. When Buddy, even go back to Buddy Ryan Day, he'll send 10 man, 10. And then you can knock the quarterback out because back then you could hit him out. What's called one-step rule.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As long as you got one step, you're gonna load on that joker any kind, drill him into the ground, slam him.
I'm just going to remind you of a couple of things really quickly, and then I know what you're going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. 41-7, 34-6.
41-7.
41-7,
Okay, we probably had a backup in.
34-6.
More than likely, we had a backup.
He said we had a backup.
You got swept last year.
Dak,
John, you gotta
it
love
won't on
it, baby.
Dak.
You got
gotta
swept
love
last year.
Y'all, it won't on Dak though, my brother. I'm saying Dak Prescott record, not the Cowboys record, because we still
Dak
own y'all
attack,
in the
Snack attack,
overall record.
It don't matter. You got bombed twice.
Yeah, you did. We started off pretty decent. I remember that game. It was Cooper Rush with the quarterback. Now it's coming back to him. He threw a pick six early, and then it was a rout after that. But I can't. Cooper Rush, come on, bro.
Sound like Rick
Cooper
James.
Rush.
F your couch.
Hey,
F your couch.
I mean, Cooper Rush.
I could have said the same thing in 2017, but Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. Now what? Now what?
So, bro, are you gonna have like a like a next day type show type thing with this man? Because I'm telling you, them cats ain't gonna answer their phone.
Hey,
I don't duck nobody.
Yeah, I can't.
We
I'm
got
so looking forward to
we got
tomorrow's
to
game.
disclose how it went last year.
Ja.
So between me and Roy,
send in my phone number.
We
All right.
we placed friendly bets on games.
Right.
Okay.
This man lost every bet to me. He even bet games just on the strength of it's the Eagles playing somebody. Literally lost every bet, but still going strong. This is who this man is, Cowboy. Everything.
I can honestly say,
hey,
he's convicted.
I only won.
Hey,
He probably beat me about 7 times. I might got one win when y'all lost to Tampa Bay.
The big D stands for
that I can remember.
That
But
might be it. The Tampa Bay game might be it.
you're gonna start off this year with the biggest upset. I wish I had a good, nice check this week. I might drop $100 on the daggone on the odds on the game. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, he's a true Cowboys fan for real.
Unfortunately, I had to I missed a day of work, so I gotta build and keep that cushion right there. So
hey, John,
I ain't gonna do it. But
who does he sound like?
Vegas gonna win so much money tomorrow, man. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you how it's gonna be. It's gonna be a Brandon Aubrey 57-yard field goal.
Oh, shit.
You know the man can kick 7-yard field goals. You're right. In the preseason, he did like a 68 or something just to be playing. 68 bombed and still had more leg left.
Roy, I'll give you that kid got a leg on him, boy. I ain't never seen nobody. I ain't seen nobody for all the years, 40 plus years I've been watching football. I ain't never seen nobody kick a 70-yarder.
Man, he do it like clockwork.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want him to kick me in the ass. I'll tell you that, man. If he did that, I had to shoot that man. Trying to tell you, boy. Dude.
Hold on. Yo, hold on. Let me move on. Let me move on to Todd.
I told you to get ready for a 2-hour show, bro.
Yo. Todd, what's your take, man? How you think the Eagles gonna stack up against your NFC East ops, man?
Well,
like
Roy, I got a little more clarity on the subject. So I think honestly, we got to worry about the Giants. I think they improved significantly. And I know everybody like to sleep on Russ, but I've always been a fan of Russ. And he can still get things done. And they got the young kid backing him up. So I like what they're doing in New York. And they got some players. They got some players finally. So I think that's the team to watch out for. Washington, I think they had the schedule play in their favor last year. I think this year they're going to have to deal with their schedule. I don't even think they beat maybe they got a win or two against a winning team last year during the regular season.
Right.
I don't think they won games against winning teams. So
Mhm.
this year, I think the schedule's going to be harder, and I think people are going to be coming for them. And you got the potential sophomore slump coming for the quarterback. So
Right.
I'm not as worried about Washington, but I'm looking at the Giants as the team to watch. Dallas, I think you fall to the bottom. I think I just gotta call it. You let your best your
Why I just didn't know
defense
you were gonna say that.
your
Really?
defense was already questionable, but now you let your best player go.
Yeah.
No
And
doubt.
I can respect that. I can
So-
respect that.
Yeah, it's about being a cellar dweller this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can respect that.
Because your defense, there's no way your defense can hold up against any team that has a decent run game.
yep.
Because if you got a decent run game, then you can't play the quarters, you can't play the nickel. You got to play honest because you got to take advantage of the run, or you got to actually prepare for the run. And then when you're preparing for the run, the play action is going to get you because you got two gambling corners that bite on the double move.
Yeah, they don't
Mm.
bite. Yeah, they
Yep.
trying to always.
They don't
They're
bite.
probably gonna play.
They
He gonna
don't
probably
bite.
play a little series of plays, not the whole game. Probably third down.
Yeah.
But
Man
brother,
said
the
they
brother
don't
know what he's talking
bite.
about. I can honestly say that.
Yeah.
But it's what you call first game. Nobody knows each other, and it's that's gonna slow y'all down. Now, week 4 or 5, it might be a different whole ball game in Philly, but game 1, it's gonna be ugly. It's not gonna be a pretty football game. It's
But
not.
you know we the champs, right? And
Yeah,
you know
you can never
that
take
the
the
whole
bite out of
core
that.
of the team is coming back.
We have the best line in the NFL.
Yeah. And you talk
Okay.
about first game.
We have the best line in NFL, and you guys have no proven pass rusher anymore.
yeah.
That's the part
It's first game
that's
for
what I'm saying.
y'all.
Game 1 means a lot.
Yeah,
Those guys gonna say, "Look,
There's a lot
I'm
of
gonna show
question
the
marks on
team that-
your side of the football.
But you got guys. I mean, it's NFL. People step up. I mean, you still got Sam Williams. You still got the Fowler. We still got the boy we drafted.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, and get pressure on the quarterback.
So
We had
you're
52
counting
sacks
on
last year. We
nobody
led the
and
league.
rookies.
But listen, bro, we led the
But-
league with sacks last year.
But you lost your best player.
As a team.
But you were 28th.
Michael Parsons ain't sacked
28th
the quarterback
overall in
52
defense.
times.
But
Michael
you were
Parsons ain't sacked the
28th.
quarterback
Oh,
2 times.
dude, your team gave up 380 plus yards a game.
Yeah. I can't nothing I can say, but yeah. But we had a number top 10 in offense. And this year we'll be top 5. We'll be top 5.
Easy.
We're gonna average, we're gonna outscore you.
Yeah,
We're gonna outscore you. We're gonna do the Buffalo Bill type stuff to you.
You had the top 5 offense of all the teams that were sitting at home in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Y'all gonna be coming from behind. Y'all gonna put up numbers.
Pause.
Yeah. Ain't a whole lot I can say, but I'm gonna tell you something.
Y'all gonna put up numbers.
Jalen don't play great against the Cowboys. You know he caught the
Here we
ball
go.
up.
They go that Jalen talk.
He'll caught the ball up.
John, they go
In
that
a minute.
Jalen Savage talk.
Oh my god.
He'll caught. They hold the ball too long, get
Here we
sacked.
go. Here we
I'm
go.
telling you, man. And then my boy Dak. Here we go. That's coming.
Schottenheimer got rid of that.
I thought they did too, but I was looking on practice and he's still doing it. So we'll find out tomorrow. But I think they're still doing it. I do.
Chef, let's get to you, man. As a Giants fan, like we all acknowledge that you might be the X factor, you might be the sleeper.
Yes,
I
sir.
acknowledge definitely you got some weapons now. You know, Abdullah Carter,
Yes.
alongside Brian Burns and Thibodeau, and of course you got Todd Tracy as the back. You got Malik Neighbors as wide out, and you got that kid Dart. He was trying for that number 1 spot, man. Dart was looking good in preseason.
He ain't ready.
Yeah,
You got to hold that clipboard. You got to hold that clipboard. You got to
Right.
learn. He's got to learn. The
Well,
one
you
thing
got-
I don't. Here's what I
Right.
don't want. I know what you're gonna say, John. Here's what I don't want. Right.
Right. Go ahead.
I don't want that Eli Manning hype. I
got
don't
you.
want it. You know what I'm saying? People let Russell cook. I don't
Yeah.
want us to get into the middle of the season and Russell's going through a slump or something like that, and everybody's calling for
Dart.
yeah. We don't need that. We don't. Let this
You
play
don't
out.
need it, but I think it's going to happen because I think that Russell is going to be the same Russell he was in Pittsburgh, and that wasn't good.
And I know that's going to happen. I know it is. And they're going to call for this kid, and this kid is going to come up, and we're going to go through another slump, right? Until he's ready. I already see the branding for it, and it's going to set him up for failure his first year.
If you guys go through the first half of the season and it's not looking good, at that point, what does it hurt you to put the kid in for the rest of the season to get his feet wet? Get him used to the actual game speed because he hasn't played against ones. He hasn't played in actual game time speed. Preseason games are still different.
They are different.
He will play. He will play because the Giants will probably 0-4 the first month of the season. So therefore, they're gonna pull him. That man get a little lightweight Brett Favre to me, man, when I watch him play. I mean, really, the Giants look really good, man. The ball come off his hand really fast. He cocky.
Now,
he out there with a big chain on his neck and stuff while he playing.
I'm gonna give them a chance.
When I watched him, Jackson did look really good. He and Russell looked comparable in their performances.
Yeah.
Now, when he's running all game against ones, that could change. But if the Giants aren't doing well and you're at the halfway point of the season, you gotta see what you got. Because if you don't see what you got, you're not going to be able to properly set up your draft. Because if you don't play him at all and you ride Russell out to the end, and you don't know what this kid is going to be able to produce under game time pressure, then your draft is going to be suspect because you don't know if you need to get rid of him or not.
I agree.
So Vlad, let me I just wanted to pose a question to you that I posed a question to the other brothers. How do you think your Giants is going to stack up against your NFC East rivals, and are we going to see a playoff berth this year? Do you think?
I think we'll get into the playoffs, but it won't be through the NFC. Meaning we won't get majority of our wins. We'll get important wins in the NFC. I think they'll beat Dallas. They'll play 500 ball, right?
Yeah.
They'll play below 500 in the NFC East because the one thing I want people to understand is that the NFC, it has more experience than the Giants do altogether. The Giants are still young. They still got a rookie lineman they just drafted, right? You got a second year or third year Thibodeau.
Kevon Thibodeau, yeah.
Right. And then you got Malik Neighbors, who's going to be the star.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And he's actually learning like another role where he's playing wide out.
Yeah.
So, and he looks good doing it. And then you still got to get your receivers, your receiving core under Russell, right? And then from Russell, you got to get them used to what's his name? Dart, right. So I think the Giants will finish 500, maybe below a little bit. And then that's where you probably see Dart, right? But I think the Giants will do 500.
So were you saying 7-10 season, 8-9 season kind of thing?
Yeah. It's definitely going to be better now moving forward than it was the last 5-6 years.
Yeah, but 8-9 is not going to get you guys in the playoffs. 8-9 is probably going to get the NFC South champion into the playoffs.
Right.
Unfortunately.
I know, right?
Right.
Unfortunately.
So you starting off your season hoping you be 8-9.
No, I'm not hoping. I mean, that would
Lord
be,
have mercy, man.
No, listen.
I mean, really?
I'm gonna be a realist with the Giants. You gotta understand, this is a brand new team.
Trip is real.
No, listen. The Giants is new.
Trip is real.
The Giants is new. They're not a season like the Eagles and the
You didn't say Cowboy and Washington, but
Cowboys in the back.
Hey, Vlad,
I will give you this, bro. I'm gonna give them 10 games, man.
I don't mean to talk over you, Vlad, but this is the first time in a preseason where your take on the Giants has pretty much damn near been spot on. Bravo, brother. Bravo.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Because in the past years you were pessimistic as hell.
No,
Oh,
because
yeah.
listen, I see something good, but you gotta let the coach cook,
Yeah.
right? You got the GMs did their job in drafting a good draft class.
Yeah.
Let them put it
Yeah.
together. Let it cook. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Y'all
It's
got the
not going to
best.
come together overnight. It's really not. So a lot of Giants fans are optimistic, but I can see it's going to go the same way that it went with Eli Manning.
But you
Yeah.
said you don't want to talk about Eli. Eli was cold blooded in the playoffs, man. That was his best
Nah,
time. He would look like a
nah.
butt in the regular season. Throw the ball to the wrong man. One time they showed him he closed his eyes and threw the ball.
It's the
Then
same
playoff
Eli.
time,
It's
this
the same
man,
Eli.
I'll
It's the
take him in the
same
playoff.
Eli.
I'll tell you that. And that's a Cowboy fan telling you
I
that.
wouldn't.
Eli
I
Eli
wouldn't.
don't lose no Super Bowls, man.
Eli
Listen.
has 3 noteworthy plays in the Super Bowl, and they won. 2 miraculous catches and that
Yup.
Yeah.
and that one damn scramble.
And if it wasn't for Plexico, they wouldn't have won the first one.
But I want to tell you something. You need to move Neil to guard and put you a nice tackle out there. I mean the Giants. The Giants on paper. I'm just being. I'm not gonna sleep on the Giants because the Giants we got them game 2. The Giants got a potential best defensive line in football right now. When you go man to man,
On paper, yeah, they do.
yeah, on paper from tackle from end to end, Giants probably got the best or at least the top 3 defensive line in football
Now,
right
If
now.
this was
not line, they probably got top
Yeah.
5 pass rushing duo, but not the
No,
entire.
No,
But not
they
the,
got
but not the entire line.
they got 97. They
Yeah.
got
Dexter
the
Lawrence.
big
Yeah.
boy in the middle, the other tackle. Then they got Thibodeau and they got a rookie.
Ja, let's
Brian,
put
I'll
it this
take
way,
that
Ja.
5.
Yo, go
If
ahead.
this was year 2,
Yeah.
and we're talking about the Giants, you hear a different Vlad. But this is year 1. This is only year 1.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So let's live with that and that we look good. I'm good with that.
And he's euphoric. He finally got a black starting quarterback.
And that part.
Yeah.
But we got Jameis Winston.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Mr. Motivator.
Listen, let me tell you something. I, for one, gonna be looking forward to all the Giants post-game conferences.
Mm.
Because you know Jameis is gonna have something in the tuck.
Jameis still eating W's.
Yeah,
As a Jets fan, I will
dude
be
keeps
tuning in
one.
the Giants post-game conferences for real.
That dude keeps one in the chamber.
All the time. You're ready.
Ready, cocked and loaded. Cocked
He's
and
gonna have a
loaded.
job as long as he want to play football.
Listen, the main reason why he's on the Giants right now, still with a job, is because he's a great motivator. He can will those boys to win, and you need that in your locker room because he keeps it positive. That's why they look fun. The Giants on paper look so much fun. On camera, they are having fun. But when the season starts and the whistle blows, that's when reality is going to strike. You know what I'm saying? The clock is going to strike 12, and they're going to have to play meaningful football. And this is where you're going to see ups and downs, highs and lows. And this is where they're going to have growing pains for year 1. And everybody know it. Dabo knows it.
This is probably the first time in a really long time that the Giants have a balance between their offense and their defense.
Yeah. Yeah, since Phil Simms.
Also want to shout out Cam Skettable, Vlad. I like that kid too.
Oh, I love him. Yeah.
Full back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing him play.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's a tough dude, but that 4.8 40. Woo.
Yeah. Oof.
He ain't,
Damn, I ain't know it was a 4.8. Damn.
He's going to have to run over people because he's not running away from anybody.
He ain't breaking nobody ankles.
No. And mind you, the Giants, I've been keeping up with them on paper, but I just don't know how they wide outs are yet. We'll see.
Who's your number 2 as far as wideout? Slayton?
Is it Slayton?
Wan'Dale Robinson.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Okay.
So Russell's gonna have to figure that out. and he's going to struggle trying to figure that out too,
Right.
because he's going to have to go through checkdowns. They're going to come for Russell. Trust you me, they're going to come. You got a rookie line. They coming.
Yeah.
They're gonna.
When they
You
go
got to test that. You got to test that line.
Yep. When they go 3 wide, it's going to be Neighbors, Robinson, and Slayton.
Oh, okay.
Now, the one to look out for is if he can ever get his hands together, it's going to be Jalen Hyatt, because that dude can fly.
Yeah. Facts.
That dude
Facts.
can fly. I watched him at Tennessee. That cat got jets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just don't make sure he's not another Ronaldo Nehemiah, right?
Exactly. Make sure he don't have hands of stone.
What was the other one that we just got rid of that we sent to KC?
You said the KC? Oh,
and he got cut.
He got cut. Yeah.
Oh man,
that knucklehead.
You talking about Valdez Scanlon? That kid?
Not Valdez Scanlon. The other one, the young dude.
Yeah, the one that every time he would break open, and then when he catches the ball, he'd be
wide open. Yeah, he'd be wide open, and then he'd go like dunk dunk.
Yeah,
he was a giant. He was a giant.
Yep. Yeah, he was a giant. They sent him to KC.
Damn.
And he did the same thing in KC. He couldn't help. Matter of fact, he opened his mouth and he got benched in the championship.
That's what I was about to say. He did something.
Yep.
Yeah, he opened his mouth and he got benched in the championships, nonetheless.
Like that, right? Yeah. Okay. Damn.
That's how much of a lasting impression. Nobody remembers his name.
Right.
Well, we remember he did something.
Yeah, we know he did something.
Yeah.
Cheese and bread.
Well, listen, Ty and Dell, this goes out to you, brothers. So you're still getting Jalen Hurts slander. You're still getting Jalen Hurts criticism.
Oh my gosh.
I'm kind of late to the party about this, but there was a big conversation
Sunday
that not even before that, Cam Newton was criticizing Jalen Hurts and was questioning his not questioning, but he didn't consider him a top 10.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he doesn't. He
because
he's not an elite quarterback.
He's not an elite quarterback, right, and that just was the whole thing. Even when Gilly got on him and was roasting him, and then Gilly got into it, and then Ryan Clark came in and got into it. It was a big whole conversation. So
yeah, I watched all of those. Let's look at it. Let's look at it from a standpoint of let's not attack Cam as Cam. Let's talk about what he actually said.
Right.
He said that he can't say that Jalen Hurts is an elite quarterback because he doesn't have to play elite to win because the team around him is so good.
Right.
Now,
that bullshit.
You're sliding the goalposts.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at Patrick Mahomes' roster, Patrick Mahomes' roster has been loaded for damn near 9 years. It's been plug and play with dynamic speed.
Mm-hmm.
At least one dynamic runner.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's saying that Patrick isn't elite because he's got great talent around him.
Not even.
Nobody is saying that just Allen in Buffalo. Up until last season, he had an elite offense around him.
Right.
He had Diggs, he had Davis, he had a tight end, he had Cook, he had Singletary at running back.
Yep.
Nobody was saying that Buffalo was winning because Allen had an elite team around him. They said that he was winning because of Allen.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's what I take on it. You're saying that you haven't seen Jalen play elite. What's more elite than having the lowest turnover percentage ratio in the league? What's more elite than guiding your offense and being the most proficient quarterback in your division?
Mm-hmm.
What's more elite than your record?
Sorry about that. I just had to drop that bomb.
Because here's the because when you look at it, if you drop Justin Herbert, who they claim is elite, which I don't think so. If you drop Joe Herbert into the Phillies offense doesn't look the way that it looked under Jalen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you drop Joe Burrow into Phillies offense, Joe Burrow wins the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you drop Jared Allen into Philly, Jared Allen is probably not going to win the Super Bowl anyway, because Jared Allen is the reason that they lost the AFC Championship games, because he tried to do too much, even though he had an elite squad around him. Lamar Jackson is considered to be an elite quarterback, not Jalen. He's considered to be top 5. Lamar Jackson stinks up the joint in the playoffs. The only person worse in the playoffs than Lamar Jackson is Dak.
You're on mute, Roy. You're on mute.
And I'm not shitting on Dak. I'm looking at the records. I'm looking at the play. I'm looking at the mistakes. The only person worse than Lamar Jackson in the playoffs is Dak. But he's an elite quarterback.
Yeah.
What is first of all, in order to have that conversation, you have to definitively define what an elite quarterback is, and then show me where Jalen doesn't match up. Because everything that's being talked about, everything that's being thrown out as to why he isn't, is all conjecture. It's all things that are not tangible to the player himself. It's all subjective. You have to come up with a criteria. It's like having a GOAT conversation. If you don't believe somebody's in the GOAT conversation, you're going to justify whatever you want to justify based on however you view how that position should be played. So the bottom line is that the pundits that keep shitting on Jalen are doing it because it keeps them relevant and it gives them ratings, because people engage. The people that love Jalen are going to call in. They're going to be in the DMs. They're going to be on Twitter. They're going to hit the account. They're going to be writing into the show. They're going to be watching the show so that they can dispute what's being said. The people that hate Jalen are going to be locked in because they hate Jalen. The one thing that you can never say about that man is that he is not a winner. Period. Point blank.
So why do you think that people are starting this? We're in 2025 going into 2026. Why are we still dealing with this?
They're trying to sell ad revenue, bottom line. They're trying to sell their platforms. They're trying to get revenue for their platforms, and having a contrarian view is going to get you views. Bottom line.
So slamming a good quarterback will get you views. That's crazy.
Stop and think about it this way. Joe Montana, 4 Super Bowl wins, is always in the GOAT conversation. What quarterback is never in the GOAT conversation but has 4 Super Bowl rings? Nobody talks about Terry Bradshaw being a GOAT, but he's got 4 Super Bowl rings and he's got 2 Super Bowl MVPs. But nobody talks about him being a GOAT.
Unmute, bro.
And it's the same things that they're talking about. It was his team that carried him. But during that era, with any other quarterback on that Steelers roster, do they win? My submission is no, they don't. My uncle was on one of those teams.
Okay.
The defense that Bradshaw had when they made their 4 Super Bowl run, unquestionably elite. Unquestionably. Nobody talks about the fact that for the last 2 seasons, when the Chiefs went to the Super Bowl, that defense actually was up into the elite category. They were playing elite football. Nobody talks about that. It's how amazing Patrick Mahomes is. Jalen outplayed Patrick in both Super Bowls he faced him in.
Facts.
So if Jalen's not in your top 5, tell me who's in your top 5 and why are they so much better than Jalen? What's the criteria you're judging by? Which is what Ryan Clark was saying after he took the personal shot at Cam. That's what he was saying. What other 5 quarterbacks are better than Jalen, and based on what?
That's why I love Roy Clark, man.
Ty, you concur? What's your take? Got anything to add?
No,
Roy, you need to unmute your microphone, man.
Yeah. Time out, Roy. You on mute. You got to unmute, brother.
You got to unmute.
Yeah, your mic is on mute.
All right, now I'm good.
Yeah. Now you good.
My fault, man. I was trying to get in there because I was itching, man. Because Jalen Hurts, man. I mean, first I'm a black fan. I'm always been a black fan, but all he got to do is keep the car on the road, bro. I mean, it's not like he got 2 All-Pro receivers, best line in football, the number one player of the top 100, and that's a running back on his second stint of another team. So, I look at quarterback. If you say a elite quarterback, that's what I can get on your back, and you're gonna take me on to the promised land. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Jalen Hurts, but you can put 10 quarterbacks in that system that Philly has.
Absolutely not.
What?
Absolutely.
Okay, can I name them right quick? Can I name them right quick?
You could probably put 3 quarterbacks in Philly's
I'm saying
system.
10.
No, sir. Your delusion is showing again.
That will look better. That will look better in a Philly. If that
you have lost your mind.
That will look better than Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry.
No, sir. Absolutely not.
This minus the running, because the running he don't know how to do. The running because he can't read. And once he get 1 and 2, they're not open. He take off and run. He take off and run. That will go through all the progressions. Before he take off and run.
Okay, you need to go back on mute because you sound like a fucking idiot right now with that bullshit. That's asinine what you just said.
So I mean, what makes Jalen Hurts? I mean,
Dak has shown season in and season out, 9 years running, that he is not going to make the right decision when the game is on the line. He's done it year in and year out. So
you telling me if you give Dak,
you lost credibility when you put Dak.
You ain't gonna put your money on Dak Prescott over top of Jalen Hurts.
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
Dak is a way better passer than Jalen Hurts.
You are delusional. You're delusional.
Hurts got a big arm, but the intermediate move the football type stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Jalen Hurts.
No, sir.
You'll see tomorrow.
Let's all get in there. Get it.
Y'all might make me throw up right now.
Get in there.
Yeah, because you can't stand the taste of that bullshit you swallowing.
I'm telling you, bro. You'll see tomorrow. You'll see how elementary he looked tomorrow.
It's real simple for me. The man won in high school. He went to college. He was a winner. Then he got benched. What did he do? He went to another team and was a Heisman candidate.
But before he got bit, before he went to Oklahoma, he had to come back. He had to come back in and step in and win the game to get them back to the championship.
Exactly. And then he comes to the Eagles and takes straight off as a second-round pick. All he does is win. I haven't seen him be bad yet.
So you don't think Kenny Pickett could come in there and do the same thing?
Kenny Pickett proved last year that he couldn't do it.
Yeah, all this talk about other people and this and that. This dude has shown consistently this is who he is. He goes places and he wins. All these other guys have not won anything anywhere. Dak didn't win in college. He hasn't won in the pros.
The only person
you gonna bring him to Philly, he can handle the Philly media.
Exactly.
And can be in Philly.
Exactly. The only person that can say that they won on any level is Joe Burrow. He's got a national championship and he's been to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. All these
So you
other
don't
guys
think
been running.
That's
if you
it.
plug Joe Burrow in your offense, you don't think
Okay,
he's gonna be better than Jalen Hurts?
You clearly
No, Joe Burrow
you
with all of
clearly
the-
wasn't listening because that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, Joe Burrow. We're
Well,
all
you ain't let me give. I'm gonna give you 10 quarterbacks that can do it.
There are not 10 quarterbacks that can do it.
Okay.
There are
Can I have 10 seconds?
There are 10 quarterbacks.
Can I have
in
10
the league
seconds to
that
tell
are-
you this
that are
right
Super
quick?
Bowl
Name him,
worthy.
Roy. Name him.
Let's hear him out.
Roy
Let's
name
hear him
him.
out. Let's hear him out.
Okay. First of all, Patty Holmes, Josh Allen,
All right.
Lamar Jackson,
Mhm.
Dak Prescott,
Bro, your ears are full of cotton.
Justin Herbert.
Oh,
What is the six?
Oh,
That's six,
hell
right?
no.
That's five. That's
That's
five. That's five.
Kick
That's
him off,
five,
kick
okay.
him off the pod
Let
because he
him
sounds
finish.
stupid.
Let him finish.
Look, I'm even go the boy from Arizona. Murray.
Kyler Murray,
Murray.
Kyler Murray. That's
you
six.
have lost your ever loving mind.
That's six. Kyler
You have
Murray.
lost your ever loving
Chuck.
mind. Kyler Murray ain't won a playoff game.
John, Kyler
What
Murray
you
can't even
talking
read the
about?
playbook.
right.
But Kyler Murray don't never have no weapons in the kind of team that Jalen Hurts has around him. No more top 3 defense. That means a lot. You can throw a pick, get the ball right back because your D is gonna be there.
Bro, you can tell you've only
You got
watched,
you got
you've
to
only
factor in
watched Dallas games.
everything.
You've
You gotta
only watched
factor in
Dallas games. You're not an
and-
NFL fan. You're strictly Dallas.
And Jalen Hurts is only great at the read option. Run or go, because then you don't know what he's gonna do.
No, that's
But you send him back in that shotgun.
saw him
You
do
send him
that
back in that
Super Bowl.
shotgun. He's very average, bro. And I'm a black guy fan first, and I mean he took my money from me in the Super Bowl. He played his best game, but that was one of his best games. He's not gonna do that every week, man. And tomorrow you're gonna see. He gonna be shaking his head tomorrow, man. Watch. He gonna be shaking his head.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all making tomorrow's game more anticipated to watch.
Yeah,
Man,
for sure.
I have no idea.
That's what he
Tomorrow's game look
do.
like eye
That's
candy
what
right
he
now.
do. He make you think it's going to be something to watch, but in your heart, you know what it is.
Yo, this,
You already
John,
know what it is.
John, get the NFL on the line. They need to pay us royalties
Man,
for this
listen. Man, listen.
Brother, burn my shirt with my nice cigar. It's a sweet cigar, brothers. I'm telling you right here.
I dig it.
This is a nice sweet cigar right here.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that cigar
yeah,
laced with something because you clearly high.
This is my victory cigar
Uh-huh.
before the victory will come.
So you've held on to that victory cigar for so long, you just decided to smoke it tonight.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because you ain't won a damn thing.
You see that shit say Cowboys 38, Eagles 35. You see that? I'm telling y'all. Call the score, man.
Well, at least admit it's gonna be a shootout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no
All their
defensive game.
games are going to be shootouts. I think they're going to put up a lot of points. I agree with that. They just can't stop nobody. That's
They're gonna have to outscore them, huh?
They're going to be like Cincinnati was last year. Cincinnati put up a lot of points, but they couldn't stop nobody.
Oh,
Yes.
I can't even.
Cincinnati played first team to 50, and a lot of times they were the second team to 50.
That's right. That's what I see Dallas doing this year.
I can't even begin to imagine the frustration that Joe Burrow had, man. Because I like Joe Burrow. He's one of my favorite current quarterbacks. I like that kid. I can't even begin to imagine the frustration he had last year.
He's
'Cause
great. He got it again this year.
Because he was putting up 40. He was putting up 40 balls all year. Pause.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
he was my fantasy quarterback. I was getting points out the wazoo.
You know what I'm saying? That
Because
boy
he was always playing from behind.
You know what I mean? That boy was losing 42 to 40.
Yeah, right.
I was like, damn.
Yep.
I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
And they almost didn't sign their best defense. They almost did what Dallas did. Let their best guy go.
Let the best guy go, right? Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I was like, damn, man. Listen, that's crazy. Oh, Roy, you gotta give us 4 more, man. You said 10.
Yeah, you said you
Yeah,
got up
I was
to
at Justin Herbert, right? I was at Justin Herbert.
No, you were at
So
Kyler
look.
Murray. You already said Justin
Yeah,
Herbert.
yeah, you was at
Yeah, so
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray, that's 7. I got
You're
go
allowed to
3
be
more,
Kyler
4
Murray.
more.
Kyler
Yeah, you got
Murray
4
was
more.
6.
Kyler Murray was 6. Yeah.
Okay, Kyler Murray is 6. Okay. So now I'm gonna go over there on the other side in the AFC. What I said, blah blah
You
blah
already
blah.
named them. That's it.
I don't want to bite my tongue on this.
You
Give
already
me 10
did.
seconds.
We just waiting on you to continue. You gonna
Just
bleed
give me
out.
10
You
seconds
gonna
right
bleed
now.
out because you bit your tongue so hard.
That's how bogus this list is. We need
This
to take
this
a-
list is
Well,
this list is
okay.
trash truck juice.
I'll take
Ja,
the I'll
feel
take
like
the
the
ass whooping on
instigator,
that
Ja.
one right there. But
Ja.
if you can have 6 quarterbacks,
You leave it at
it's
6.
better than your starter. I said 10. I ass batted on that one. Sorry, guys. But
You
6, I don't know 6 guys I want to put in my Dallas offense.
No.
I don't know 6. I only know 3.
I don't know 6 guys that want to be in your Dallas offense.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all let Jalen Hurts throwing for 300 yards a game, and because y'all always up, it's easy. It's a lot easier for him. But y'all notice when y'all losing, he's a different quarterback. He's a different quarterback.
You know what the crazy thing is?
We lost 2 games.
When do we lose? Right. What are you talking about? When
Ja,
Yeah.
T, Del, Roy, you know what the crazy thing is? I'm listening to this, and there's fans out there that's gonna watch this and agree with Roy.
Oh,
100%.
Because delusion is contagious.
It's crazy as he sound. There's people out there that's really gonna agree, and they're gonna love this show because of it. And they're gonna think that Jalen Hurts is overhyped. He's just like, yo, he's not really all of that. And he's making a point that you can plug and play any quarterback into Philly's offense when you really can't. You know what I'm saying? Because that offense is tailored around Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
That
You
part.
don't bring in AJ Brown if you don't have Jalen Hurts.
That part.
I tell you what,
You don't
minus them.
You don't draft Devontae Smith without Jalen Hurts. They all know each other.
Yeah. That you get a different type of dude in.
But take one away. Is Jalen Hurts the same quarterback?
Take one away.
Your boy out for a month with a hamstring. Well, you know he always get a hamstring.
Last 3 years, it says he
AJ
was.
Brown out for a hammy.
AJ Brown.
They're a whole different offense without AJ Brown.
AJ Brown missed 5 games in 2023.
Yeah,
he missed 4 games last year.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the Super Bowl. He went to the Super Bowl in both seasons.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that, but I'm saying,
well, if you understand, you realize the logic that you're trying to put out there is dumb.
No, because you got a hell of a supporting cast, and when I say hell of a supporting cast, I mean a hell of a supporting cast.
What championship team?
That man got 2 ones on the outside, a tight end, and the best running back in football, and the best offensive line in football.
Roy,
come on, bro.
Name a championship team that doesn't have those pieces in place.
Right.
Name one.
Pieces last year.
So
the Chiefs didn't have a one wide receiver that was really a number one. They had old boy Kelsey. They didn't have 2 running backs.
All right, so let me ask you this.
Kelsey had a horrible season by his normal statistics, and they were still putting up numbers because they have elite talent at the skill positions.
You contradicting yourself, bro. Them you just say right there. If the tight end ain't even getting no numbers, and they still make it to the Super Bowl.
No. That's
what I'm saying. How they gonna get there without the quarterback?
Kelsey wasn't getting numbers, but the other tight end showed his ass last year. They have elite skill players.
But
let me ask this. I'm sorry, T. Let me say this. Let me ask this. Roy, if you're saying that about Philly, right? Let's remove Kansas City out of the conversation. Let's go to the West Coast. Let's go to the Chargers when they won the Super Bowl. What did they have?
Nope, you mean the Rams? Rams.
I'm sorry.
Super Bowl.
Rams. My bad. LA Rams.
The Rams?
Yeah. What did they not have?
They were pretty damn close to Philly right then. I'm just being honest with you because they have receivers that nobody could double nobody. Mm-hmm. So you got to be on It's a one-on-one. You can't double nobody. And then they had a running game.
Mhm.
And they had a defense with Aaron Donald anchoring that defense.
You're making our point for us.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
You're
what makes
making
it
our
stand.
point for us, bro.
That's why I brought it up.
Your take was garbage.
You're
But I'm
bringing
saying,
Kansas
The- the-
City.
the
They
my
didn't.
point is,
The
when a
only
quarterback can
team-
go without those things,
What quarterback can go
Who?
without those things?
Patrick Mahomes,
He
Pat-
lost it. He
Patrick
lost.
Mahomes hasn't lost anybody,
Bruh.
but when he did,
bruh,
but when he-
getting to the Super Bowl is harder than anything else. I know winning the game is what you want to do, but getting there, and this man never, ever, since he been a starter, never not been in the AFC Championship game.
But you making the point.
He-
Well, whoever he had.
Other teams are.
you're making our point, dude. Your take is garbage because Patrick Mahomes has never not had a stellar supporting cast. Never.
He had not had it last year. Name his cast. Name anybody that made the Pro Bowl, but that's like scary.
Pro Bowl
All
is
the Will
fans.
Brown, all them boys ain't gonna cross the
Pro
middle.
Bowl is
Kelsey did
fans
all the
behind.
trash.
Look at the all pros that were on that team. There's a reason that they were trying for a three-peat, bro. You don't try for a three-peat if you don't have elite supporting cast around Patrick Mahomes.
Bruh, he had no running game at all.
You full of shit. You didn't watch football.
What?
He had-
But
he
check
had-
over, my man.
There's
Are you
no
serious?
there's no way you watch Pacheco. There's no way you watch Pacheco run the football and say he didn't have a running game. There's no way you do that.
I don't even think Pacheco got 1,000 yards.
No, I gotta say Isaiah Pacheco is not a 1,000-yard back. He
He
doesn't
doesn't
need
need
a
to
total-
be.
He's a total yardage back.
He's the utility back.
Yeah, he's one of those backs.
He's in the LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah, he's not a workhorse.
mode.
Pacheco ain't a workhorse.
He's in the Marshall Faulk mode. He's gonna get his in the pass game and the run game.
Right.
And
So
we-
you put
and-
Derrick
and-
Henry on the Chiefs? What do you think will happen? You put Derrick Henry on the Chiefs
Not a
right
damn
now
thing.
at his age at 30-some years old.
The same thing that happened.
The same thing
last
with
year.
him with Baltimore. He ran for 1,900
Yeah.
yards and they did not go to the Super Bowl.
He didn't make Anderson fumble 3 times, drop the 2-point conversion that's right in your hands.
Derrick Henry is not the immovable, unstoppable juggernaut that you think he is. Cooper DeJean took him down one-on-one in the open field.
Mhm.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, that was the best. Man, that was the best.
Lamar Jackson has been the leading rusher for the Baltimore Ravens for the past 5 seasons
Mhm.
until Derrick Henry got there. He ran for 1,900 yards. They went to the playoffs, and what happened? Lamar
Same
coughed
thing.
it up like he did
Same
in the
thing.
years prior.
That's
What's good?
what's keeping
That's
Patrick Mahomes in the
Lamar,
Super Bowl.
exactly.
Is everybody
Lamar.
else keep fumbling at the end of the year?
The only person that didn't fumble in their opportunity was Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Listen, let
but
me
you
tell
know,
you.
Lamar.
Don't make
I
excuses.
mean,
for
I know he
Lamar.
went to the Super Bowl,
Don't
but
make excuses for him.
he
Don't
played the
do it.
best game he ever played in a
because
playoff was last year.
if you make excuses
And
for
the man-
Lamar and Lamar's not winning, you cannot have an opinion on Jalen Hurts as a winner.
Facts.
You cannot do that. You can't have it both ways, bro.
Facts.
Let me tell you something. Top two humbling moments for a running back who had a reputation of being a trucker.
Steve Atwater versus the Nigerian Nightmare,
Yes,
and
sir.
Cooper DeJean versus Derrick
Yes,
Henry.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Until he met
That's
Steven
it.
Atwater. Steven Atwater, one knocked him back.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Because he was the Nigerian Nightmare. He was this mythical player. Like, nah, you ain't stopping the Nigerian Nightmare, Christian McCoy, because he was trucking everybody.
He met
So, like,
Atwater. He met Atwater in that
one
hole.
day-
and it
one day
was
night.
left.
You know what's funny? Because I went to college with a guy, Tim Cofield, number 54. That was a linebacker for the Chiefs at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude was a beast, man. So actually, I mean, me and him were close friends. Well, not close friends, but we were friends. You know, we had the same class in college. I was taking the class sometimes, but he played with the Chiefs at the time when Christian Okoye was the running back,
Right.
and nobody else can ever do that probably again. To have a 265-pound running back
Right.
They could run a 4.5 40
That's crazy.
Brandon
and
Jacobs.
truck you and outrun you.
Brandon Jacobs.
Ooh.
Brandon
Oh,
Jacobs,
must-
he's not
Oh.
6'4", 265, bro.
Brandon,
Was he
dude,
that fast?
Brandon Jacobs was 6'4", 260.
Yeah,
But
he
was
was.
he-
Oh, Brandon
it up.
Jacobs, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Look
He
it
was.
I'm
up.
thinking about Josh Jacobs. My apologies. My apologies. Yeah, you're right. But he ain't had the speed Christian had, though.
Yeah.
He
That's a
ran a
difference.
4.4. He ran a 4.4
Brandon
at the
Jacobs?
combine. Brandon Jacobs ran a
Brand-
4.4 at the combine.
Brandon Jacobs?
Really?
Now I had to put my phone
Brandon
out.
Jacobs ran a 4.4
That
at the
dude was a
combine.
freaking
He was a specimen.
He used to
Yeah, he was a
drag
freak of
people.
nature. He was a freak of nature. I will say that.
He reminded me of Mark Bavaro.
Yeah.
That kind of size. Yeah, I could get.
Yeah, that size. But he come through the
Mhm.
middle, you hand it off to him at the line. He wasn't stopping him.
Yeah.
The Giants were very good at that time. They were for that stint for them about 4 years. The Giants were awesome. You couldn't beat them. Whenever you have a team, it's like Philly, and I will say this, just like Philly, whenever you can just rush 4 men and they get pressure, man, that's 80% of you win 80% of the plays right there.
So same thing about your Cowboys in the 90s?
You
They
know,
had more players than everybody, blah, blah, blah. Same thing?
I mean, we
None
don't
of
blitz a
the
lot
players
neither.
were
We
great
don't do a
players?
lot of blitzing. We should blitz more. We don't blitz a lot. So I mean, we got the same scheme. We just ain't got the same kind of players. That's how I can sound to say that. But
Roy, based on your logic, was Troy Aikman overrated?
Right.
yes. You give Tony Romo what Troy Aikman had,
Okay.
and Troy Aikman had what 10 300-yard games in his career. You got Emmitt Smith, the top defense in the league.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay.
You get Tony Romo what Troy Aikman had, he will blow his stats out the water.
They will
And
win
how
the
many
Super Bowl.
Super Bowls did Aikman have?
3.
Okay, so I'm good with that.
But you
I'll
look at
take
your
it. If
stats.
that's what Jalen
I'm going
is,
back to
I'll
my
take
point.
that. 3 Super Bowls.
You had Deion Sanders. You had Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin,
But
Harbaugh on the other
people,
side. The best offensive
with
line in football.
with the lack of stats that Troy had,
And Jimmy Johnson.
Troy is still considered an elite quarterback when you talk about quarterbacks of that era. He is
Facts.
talked about as an elite quarterback.
He was the number one pick in the draft for a reason, right?
That is my perfect point. So is it because of his stats?
But you're the one that keep talking. You're the one that keep talking about stats. You keep contradicting your own argument the more you keep
That's what make you. What you talking
No,
about?
Stats don't,
stats don't show nothing you do.
Your championships make you. Your winning percentage make you.
Troy Aikman never throw for over 250 yards and none of our wins. Emmitt Smith run for 160, 170 yards. Defense, 2-3 takeaways.
So,
we never rolled Troy Aikman back for no wins.
But Roy,
one time in Washington,
Roy,
when he did an overtime win and threw the ball to Rocket Ismail.
Was Troy Aikman a top pick in the draft?
He was a number 1 pick.
Why? Why was he a number 1 pick? Because he couldn't.
Because we had a number 1 pick. We were sorry as hell, and we needed a quarterback.
But
I guarantee you, was Aaron Rodgers out of there? No. It was several quarterbacks that could have came in. I mean, matter of fact,
several?
Okay. Now, if you're going to go Cowboy with this, matter of fact, Steve Berline almost took Troy Aikman's job. Steve Berline.
Come on, man.
Yes, he did.
After
when Troy got hurt, Steve Berline won almost 6 straight games.
And who remembers Steve Berline?
Steve Walsh, sidearm, weak ass arm. It was a controversy of who was going to be the starter between him and Troy. Troy was going to lead. Troy was actually going to lead the team.
Cowboy fans, because you guys are crazy.
Troy actually lead the team.
Nobody thought that Troy Aikman was going to lose his starting job. Nobody. Stop
Bruh,
that. Stop
the man coached Steve
that.
Walsh in college. He favored Steve Walsh.
The only reason he brought Steve Walsh in is because Steve Walsh knew the system that he was running. He was never going to take Aikman's job. Stop it. Stop it. Coaches bring in quarterbacks that are familiar with their system so that they can help teach it to the people that don't know it. He was never in contention for the starting job. Never.
Bro, he was alternating the quarterbacks when Troy was healthy.
Look, he alternated
Okay.
their quarterback when Troy was working his way
One
back
week,
into the starting
Walker
lineup.
start.
Stop
Next
it,
week, Troy
Roy.
start.
Stop it. Stop it, Roy. You sound crazy. The more you talk, the more you contradict your point. You gotta stop it. You got to. You got to, because you're losing credibility the more you keep talking, bro.
Yo, let's stop it all together. John, what about your Jets?
Yeah, we could pivot. We could pivot.
We gotta pivot. We gotta pivot.
We could pivot. So y'all can pile on me now. So we're gonna talk about the Jets, the gang green. That's my crew. You know, my guy coaching them, AG Aaron Glenn.
You keep getting hit by the injury bug, bro. I'm sorry.
Listen. The curse of Joe Namath continues. We fucking lost AVT again for the season. Torn tricep.
Jeez.
Listen, he's becoming a liability now. I think, as much as I like the kid, I think gotta ship him out, man. Gotta ship him out. Yeah. And of course knowing our luck, being that he has generational talent, he's gonna be better next season. We ship him out, and he plays for what? He plays for freaking Miami, because now the past 5 years, the Jets has a tendency to send their players off to the ops. you know what I'm saying? So
within the division is crazy.
Right, all up in the division. So AVT gonna get better next year. He goes to Miami, and he has an All-Pro season, and he never gets hurt again.
Bro, I gotta take this call. I'll be right back with y'all. Okay, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Right. Okay. Yeah. But all that aside, what's your thoughts on Aaron Glenn being head coach of the Jets? And do you think he's going to change the culture of the New York Jets? Start with you, Ty.
Culture change? Yes. I think he's already done it. I think we got that going.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whether or not he can actually win, though, and it's an uphill battle right now, bro. Like, not enough talent, division. I mean, you already know Buffalo gonna win the division. Like, that's
a given. Yeah,
right.
You're favored to win it. They're always favored to win it.
Yeah. So, how far are they from Buffalo? It seems pretty far right now. And Justin Fields, I'm not a fan at all. So I don't even know what's happening with that.
Right.
I think that Justin has more upside than people give him credit for. I don't think he's gonna put it together, but he has more upside than people give him credit for.
Man, I saw him his rookie. He was in Chicago. I saw him play Vegas. I was out in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Even his rookie year with the potential of what he could be.
Right.
I ain't see him make a single play that I was in.
Yeah, but his rookie season, Chicago had nothing around him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
and then when they actually started putting together pieces that could possibly make him better, they shipped him to Pittsburgh and drafted Caleb.
Right. No, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, when you're young like that, at least let me see you run. Let me see you break something. Let me see you do the thing that they say at least you can do. I didn't even see that from him.
But he wasn't a runner at Ohio State. He only ran when absolutely necessary. He was a pocket passer.
Well, he definitely ain't had that in Chicago.
Yeah.
So there was
and Chicago's line was atrocious. I think during his rookie season, Chicago's line and Cincinnati's line were about equal.
So you're saying you expect them to compete for the division with him?
No, what I said was I think that his potential is greater than people give him credit for. But I don't know if he'll be able to put it together because once again, he's on a brand new system, brand new offensive coordinator, and now they're going to throw him to the wolves. because he's
Yeah.
he's automatically the starter.
Yeah.
So there's going to be growing pains, but I don't think that he's going to be Anthony Richardson.
No.
He should
I
never
think
left Pittsburgh.
Well, that wasn't his choice.
I know, but if he had stayed at Pittsburgh, they wouldn't have needed Aaron Rodgers.
He started out good. He started.
I said it last year. On the show here, I said that if Justin Fields and Russell Wilson have been battling all training camp long, and neither one of them has physically positioned themselves as the outright starter, you always go with the younger player because the younger player is going to have more upside. But they went with Russell instead. They played Justin for the first 4 games, and then they played Russell, and the team didn't look that much better with Russell.
No.
And then after the season, they got rid of him, sent him over to the Jets.
Yeah.
And send Russ to the Giants.
Yeah, Russ was basically on a 1-year deal regardless. I mean, because they got him for a song because Denver was paying the bulk of his salary.
Right. That's why Russ was there. But
and Pittsburgh is notorious for not paying players.
So let me ask y'all brothers something. That brought me to something. Do you think it's almost like a business? Because Tomlin and Rodgers are very close. Do you think this might have been premature? Even before the season was out, that Rodgers probably gonna be a Pittsburgh Steeler anyway in 2025.
Absolutely, because it was a total disaster in New York for him.
Yep,
exactly.
And
you see how they hugged that time? You see how they really hugged and talked
before the season was over.
Right, and the fact that A.A. Rod's ego was totally crushed because he claimed he wanted another shot year 3 with New York, but then AG he ain't like the fact AG said, yeah, fly out, let's meet. And he came to the office. He's like, yeah, basically we're gonna move in another direction.
Right.
Crazy. It's crazy.
And A-Rod was like, well, damn, you could have told me that over the phone. You had me spend money to fly out. So he didn't like that shit. That was
it. They did Joe Pesci in Casino.
That was crazy.
That was a serious
Goodfellas.
That was a serious bruise to his ego. Serious bruise.
Hey.
So he's like, you know what? All right, I got you. Okay.
Yeah,
maybe he needed to.
We gonna get this extension done. Bro, you out of here.
Yeah.
He ain't give him $12 million. I mean, he ain't like he getting a whole lot of money. Pittsburgh ain't pay nobody.
Yeah. But Roy, what's it? I posed the question to Ty first. So Roy, what do you think with Aaron Glenn? Do you think he's going to change the culture of the Jets? The attitude, the culture.
Yes. I would say that Aaron Glenn carries a powerful energy. But the only thing that's hurting him, he just ain't got the players, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just ain't got the players to put in the puzzle that he need. But his coaching and his scheme is awesome, man. But the players is, I don't know. The only thing that might hurt him is he may not have the players to make him succeed in his scheme the way he wants to.
Well, he's got to find one star that's going to buy in. And when that one star buys in,
I think that's already happened.
That's happened already, yeah.
I think that's already happened. Here's the thing that's going to make or break AG. I said it before, and John, you can attest to this. When the Lions were on their run, I said that the Jets need to go ahead and bring that man home because he's exactly what they need from a mentality standpoint. However, we've got to look at the history of the game. The question is, will the Johnson family give him the time he needs to build that program?
Right.
Because the only right, exactly. He's gonna need time, and he's gonna need that checkbook to be opened up. The only black head coach there's only been 2 black head coaches that have been given the opportunity to do that. One was Marvin Lewis, and the other was Mike Tomlin.
Right.
Everybody else is given a short leash and gone.
That's right. That's right. And the Johnson, and Willie, and I tell you, I say this all the time. I said this to Vlad a couple of times. Don't give me $10 million because I'll buy a Woody Johnson, because Woody Johnson, I think, is one of the most incompetent owners in the NFL. He's
Jerry Jones Jr.
He's frantic. He doesn't play things out. He meddles. He reminds me of James Dolan. Well, how James Dolan used to be meddling in people's affairs. He meddles in affairs, makes dumb choices. Adam Gase, anyone?
Adam Gase.
You know what I mean? So, I always say that. Don't give me $10 billion because that's the first thing I do. Aside from paying off all my bills and debt, I'm buying out Woody Johnson. I'll take that joint over because he's so incompetent.
Be careful what you say, because
I know. I'm putting it out in the universe. I'm dead serious.
Billions, right? Look at all these owners, a lot of billionaires, and a lot of them are wacky as hell.
Right.
Yeah.
When you look at who they become with all those billions, it's
right.
And you also have to look at what their outside interests are away from the sport of football, because it's like the Ford family.
Right.
Detroit winning now is a happy coincidence. Because forever the Ford family was using the Detroit Lions as a tax write-off.
That's right.
Good point. Fair
what's
point.
my man in Carolina? He's about as loony as you get.
The new one or the one they forced to sell?
The new one, yeah, right. And the old one, new and old, right.
Right.
And we already talked about Jerry, so we already know these dudes get wild with all that money.
And then you got Khan down in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
These dudes are goofy.
Yeah, they get goofy.
They ain't real goofy. So, John, let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing from the panel is that in order for Glenn to succeed, number one, the owner's got to stay out of his pocket, right? He's got to stay in his office, stay in his lane, and let Glenn, afford Glenn the time to do what he do best.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. I think you got to give, which might be a stretch, but you got to give AG at least 5 years.
But what if he isn't then? What determines his failure? Not season one, because you can't say
definitely not season.
You cannot give a coach one season to succeed.
But it's done.
Typically,
though. It has been.
Typically, you gotta give AG. You gotta give AG years 4 and 5 as his hot seat years.
So you gotta give him 4 or 5 years. I don't think he make it out the gate.
Year 4 and 5 is a hot seat year.
I don't see it. B.
Year three, we gotta see an uphill swing. Year 3, you gotta see an uphill. Year 3, year 4, you gotta see an uphill swing.
Right.
Excuse me, bro. I gotta use the restroom right quick.
Would you give him a chance to?
But you know what makes me nervous about that?
About year 5.
You know what makes me nervous about that, Jock? It makes sense, but it the way that the NFL runs and the history,
right?
He could get Tony Dungy. I mean, think about it. Think about the Lovie Smith took
Tampa Bay.
Lovie Smith took the Bears to a Super Bowl.
Right.
Then went 10-6. 2 years later, he went 9-7 and 10-6. Got fired at 10-6.
Yeah,
but they had a nucleus in place. They brought in an idiot white boy to run it.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yep.
Tony Dungy built up the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They kick him out. They bring in Chucky.
Yep.
Chucky wins the Super Bowl with Dungy's team. Chucky starts bringing in his own people,
right?
And it falls apart.
That's right.
The Miami Dolphins. They bring in Brian Flores.
Yeah.
Flores gets a 10-win season.
Sure did.
They bring in Mike McDaniel.
Right. Sure. Yeah. I see where you're going. I see the pattern.
There are a lot of coaches that have been done that way.
Yeah. A lot of whitewashing.
I mean, the Raiders did it.
Yeah,
The Raiders did it. I mean, they gave Antonio Pierce 2 seasons, and then what was the other name? No, not McKenzie. McKenzie was a GM. Art Shell. Art Shell built the team back up after they had fallen off. They get rid of Art. They bring in the white guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, that's definitely something to watch out for, look out for.
I fear that the same thing might happen with D'Amico.
And D'Amico Ryan's doing great.
Absolutely.
That brother's doing awesome.
Absolutely.
That brother's doing awesome with the Texans. Yeah. I mean, it's clearly the whitewashing is occurring. And that could potentially happen with AG, especially with someone like Woody Johnson and the Johnson clan. Nobody's as loyal as the Modells. Or show somebody. Is it
the Rooneys?
Family owns the Steelers, right?
The Rooney family.
The Rooneys. I'm thinking about Cleveland. The Rooneys. Yeah. So I don't know of any other family that's been more loyal to somebody that's a black coach than the Rooneys. I mean, Mike Tomlin's been there for 20 years now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and I don't see, I have to concede to your point. You're right. I don't see the Johnsons being that way. But I'm just saying from a structural standpoint, from a planning standpoint.
Ideally, you are absolutely correct.
Yeah. You got it. You got to give AG at least 5 years. If AG can't do it within 5, then sorry, my guy. Love you, but you gotta go. You know what I mean? But
right.
I mean,
year 3.5, 4. But for the upswing to happen by year 3, the Jets got to be at least 8 and 9, right? So you see something happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Pittsburgh not a city like New York. New York ain't got no patience.
That was the other thing. That was the other.
Right, Roy. New York, no patience.
That's the other wrench in the
after a couple years you ain't doing it. You know, we gotta figure out something here. You know, they want to win.
Yep, big pressure
right now.
Yeah, big pressure, big media. New Yorkers being patient. I mean, we got teams wing. You know, we got the Jets who ain't been to the Super Bowl. I wasn't even born yet when they was in there. The Knicks ain't been. I was born the last time the Knicks won the chip.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even born when the Jets was in the Super Bowl. The Yankee fans is the most successful organization, and they ain't been in the World Series in like 20 years.
You got to see it just in the AFC Championship game.
You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to think that's our Super Bowl. Go to the AFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I get hyped for that. Like, hey, we in the chip, we in the AFC Championship game. You know what I mean? And we make one mistake or two, and then that doesn't take us over the hump. But with regardless to personnel, we got some talent, but I personally, we got some talent. AVT done for the season. That's fucked up because he's one of those generational talents. But he gets injured, so he as far as my concern, he's a liability because this is the second time he's been injured for a whole season. I like our running back core. You know, G5 and Justin. They got familiarity during their college years, but we don't know how that's going to take in the NFL with them two working together in the NFL because there's college and then there's NFL. I mean, we ain't talking about Joe Burrows and Jamar Chase.
Right.
Them two dudes definitely ain't that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's something.
Where's the star power? Where's the star power? Who?
Yeah, right now, if you want to talk about star power, the only person remotely, 2 people.
Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson.
Sauce and Garrett. They're the cornerstones. I called them the cornerstones because both of them just recently got signed big contracts. So Sauce and Garrett are their cornerstones.
Yeah. But around the league, I mean, would they even be considered superstars?
No,
not even close.
Yeah, so they really are.
I think on any other roster, I think Sauce Gardner would be moved to free safety.
Right.
Honestly.
And Garrett would be what, a number 2, maybe number 2 on most teams, right?
Dell, listen, man. I wouldn't even put Sauce at free safety. That boy can't hit.
It's not about him being able to hit at free safety. He's got the speed to cover ground. That's what you want your free safety to do. Your strong safety is your hitter.
Listen, I would put Sauce in nickel and dime packages on other teams, because he's a good cover guy. I think Sauce is a great cover guy.
I'll take him in Dallas.
The boy can't hit.
But I played both free safety and strong safety in high school and college. You don't necessarily need your free safety to be a hitter. You need your free safety to be able to cover ground, which is why Woodson was able to make the transition from corner to safety later in his career. Woodson wasn't a big hitter. Woodson was able to cover ground. Woodson was also light. He was 180 pounds. Right. Sauce fits that same type of mold. He's able to cover a lot of ground, and at free safety, with his cover skills, you wouldn't have to worry about where the number one receiver is, because the free safety is going to be shaded that way anyway. So you kind of eliminate the home run ball by shading the free safety to the number one side, so that you give your corner some help. So the speed and his cover skills make him more dangerous when he doesn't have to focus on one person.
I can see that. My concern is you throw a third and 15, and you throw an 18-yard out. And Sauce is right there, and then you just put a juke move on Sauce, and he breaks it for another 30 for a touchdown.
Well, if you throw an 18-yard out, the free safety is not going to be one covering that anyway. It'll be the corner.
Right.
Well, Josh pointed in, Sauce can't do it. So
right, which is why you move him to safety, because he can't cover that 18-yard out because he's not a hitter.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But because as a free safety, if I can look into the backfield and I can direct traffic and I can see everything, not just focused on the one receiver in front of me, that makes me that much more dangerous.
Yeah, it's something to think about. But
that's the reason Jalen Mills ended up moving to free safety, because Jalen Mills used to bite on the double move like a bug.
Right.
He couldn't cover that deep out to save his behind either. but when you line him up 10, 15 yards off the ball, facing the line, and he can see everything, whole different player.
Right.
Yeah. Plus, John, too, if one New York football team can spend time, countless years, wasted energy building the Giants and hoping and wishing that whatchamacallit could be the quarterback of their future. I don't see Danny Dimes. I don't see why the Jets couldn't take the time to. I mean, come on.
Well, listen. Here's the thing with Justin. Justin got this year to prove himself.
Why 1 year though?
Justin is on the short leash because he's got tape from Chicago, he's got tape from Pittsburgh, and whatever the tape this year shows, that's what he's going to be labeled as.
That's right.
Then his career is done. It's cooked.
I think so.
That's right. Because this is he's past a 4-year window. This is his 5th year.
Yeah, he's cooked.
Typically rookie quarterbacks get that 4-year window. You said by year 3 or 4, you don't see no progress. Bust. He's by that time he's shipped off. He's a second string. He's a backup for another squad. Yep. You see what I'm saying? Now there's some few quarterbacks, i.e. Geno, i.e. Sam Darnold. They go through that. They go through those years of being backups and
then they find the right system.
And they find the right system, right? And they resurrect.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Some QBs, they just fall into the abyss. Justin this year, is make or break for Justin. And what he's shown, he's starting off on the wrong foot.
Justin may end up having to follow the Aaron Pryor blueprint.
So basically, the Jets got a long road, rocky road, because if y'all got to go back to the draft and draft another quarterback, cheese and bread, yo.
We got
but they've got the cap space to be able to do it, and that quarterback will be on a rookie deal.
But then that puts AG's head on the platter on a short leash too.
Actually, it doesn't because what you end up doing is you end up doing exactly what the Chiefs did when they drafted Mahomes. You put Mahomes on his rookie deal, which is going to give you 4 years and a 5th-year option as a top 5 pick. And then you pay the talent around them to try to make them successful. That's how you build a winning team. That's what Philly did. That's what Philly did, which is why we're winning. That's what New England did forever. New England brought in specific types of people for what they wanted to run. Bill's ego just got the best of him because he didn't realize that it was Brady and not his genius that was the motor.
Seattle.
Seattle with Russell when Russell won his championship. Joe Burrow when he went to the Super Bowl. That defense was atrocious. And I'm sorry, the offensive line was atrocious, but they somehow still were able to get there because of the skilled players that he had around him. CJ Stroud had a breakout year. But again, you see all the veteran wide receivers and skilled players they brought in because CJ is on his rookie contract. They did the same thing with Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence got paid too soon. I think they should have opted to get his 5th-year option instead of paying him in year 3 and try to put something else around him so they can actually see what he was. But they've already spent the money. So I think Trevor's going to be one of those journeymen for the rest of his career.
After it's all said and
Trevor
done.
Lawrence.
Yep. Now I think the dark horse starter that may surprise people is going to be Michael Penix.
Oh, definitely. I don't even think it's a dark horse. They sitting Kurt down.
Yep, but yeah, they said I mean, you knew that Kurt wasn't going to win the job. I mean, after you saw him play. But it's not a guarantee that he's going to put the Falcons over the hump. So my saying he's a dark horse is that his rise will actually accompany the rise of the Falcons themselves.
If they can't win the division, their division,
their division is soft. Like I said early in the show, 8-9 is going to the playoffs in that division.
Yeah,
especially in the South. Yeah,
every year it happens. We called it did we not call it last year, John?
Right. And some poor 11 and 17 is asked out.
Yep, they're sitting at home.
Exactly.
And like, this is your champion.
You know what I'm saying?
And last year I said it was going to be either New Orleans or not
Tampa.
Atlanta, Tampa. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man,
New Orleans ain't got no talent right now.
New Orleans
zero.
New Orleans named Spencer Rattler their starting quarterback. They not winning squat.
Yeah, they
cooked.
They got zero talent. So
Spencer got ran out of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And then he went to South Carolina and he was mediocre at best.
Yeah.
Jets, let's end it. Let's end it with this then. Who's y'all Super Bowl prediction then?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
playoff. Who's in the playoffs? Who's going to the Super Bowl? Who's winning it?
Okay. Can I go?
No, you're good, Roy.
Yeah. We want to hear this.
On the NFC.
Yeah, you can.
Playoff teams in the NFC. Division winners will be.
I understand for this one.
Philly for the NFC East. My dog horse y'all might look at Atlanta gonna win the division for the South.
I can see that.
Atlanta gonna win the division for the South. And
let's go ahead and say it. Who gonna win the North?
The Rams will win on the other side. So that's 3.
Who gonna win the North? Yeah.
Minnesota gonna get their wild card.
You say wild card, okay?
Who
All
gonna
right.
win? Who gonna win the division?
So you think
Go ahead,
JJ
say it.
McCarthy's gonna get the wild card?
I mean, hold on, let me back up a little bit. Detroit. I'm sorry.
Detroit's gonna win the division.
Detroit will win the division, and the Rams and Minnesota gonna get in. Washington to me, I hate to say it, Washington might look ugly this. They might look ugly this year. It might look ugly for real. They might look ugly, and
yeah, Washington benefited. Jaden benefited from nobody having tape on him.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they got better on paper,
Yeah, so
but I don't think that same scheme gonna beat a lot of people because we even beat them in Washington. You know, when they was full, everybody was full strength, and we beat them. We beat them in Washington. So, I mean, I'm gonna say, and out of that, it's gonna be Philly, and my boys ain't gonna make the playoffs. Okay, I said that. I'll be honest. We're gonna still make all that money and get all the TV revenues and get all the primetime games and make it exciting. But we're not gonna make the playoffs. We're gonna be close, but we're not gonna make playoffs. Okay, that's the NFC.
That's progress.
Now, the AFC. We're gonna take the Ravens gonna win the division. The Chiefs gonna be in there, of course. And I'm gonna get the Steelers a wild card. Steelers gonna be a wild card. And the dog horse for me for the AFC gonna be the Chargers, man. The Chargers are gonna probably be in there too. But my Super Bowl gonna be Baltimore. Man, I hate to say it so bad. I want to bite my tongue right now.
Go ahead, say it. Come on.
Baltimore and Philly, and Baltimore win the Super Bowl by 3 points, and Lamar Jackson get his first Super Bowl ring. That's my prediction. Score, I don't have a score for you though.
Okay, Baltimore and Philly in the Super Bowl. All right,
That's deep.
That was my pick last year. Was Baltimore?
Yeah, it was. It was. I remember that team.
Yep, it was.
I remember that team.
I said repeat Philly and Chiefs, and y'all thought I was crazy, but we win.
There it is.
Yeah, Todd, who you got? Playoffs and Super Bowl, who wins it all?
So division winners, AFC, same players. You got Buffalo, KC, Houston.
Yep.
And which division I'm missing? The North? No. Who am I missing?
You chose the East, the South, and the West.
East, South, West. So in the North. No, I said
the North is Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Baltimore.
Yeah, it's Baltimore. It's got to be Baltimore. But coming out of there, it's got to be KC again. I don't see anybody taking them. Roy made the point actually that none of these guys can get past Kansas City. None of them. None of them can seem to figure out how to win. So I don't see anybody getting past KC again. So that's my pick coming out of there. Now the NFC is interesting because I think is really open. But of course I got the Eagles in the East. I'm gonna jump on what Roy said about the South. I think the Falcons, if not now, then when? Because my God, it's a horrible division.
It is.
And so I got the Falcons in the South. The West, I'm gonna go with the Rams, but the quarterback's been hurt. But I'm gonna go with the Rams for now. And in the North is Green Bay.
Yeah.
Boy, you picked everybody but Green Bay. Green Bay.
Yeah.
You know why I did that.
Yeah. You know
I'm toxic, man.
Yeah. And of course I got Philly going to the chip. But kind of sleeper teams that jump in there. Maybe San Francisco can bounce back.
No, I think they cooked.
They lost too much.
Yeah, they cooked.
Or I would go with Seattle. Seattle's a sleeper that nobody.
Mm,
That's an interesting pick.
yeah, that's very not a dumb pick, but it's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And
interesting.
AFC, I don't like nobody can get over the Kansas City hump. I mean, I don't it doesn't even matter to me who gets there. It'll be the big four, and
Mhm.
then everybody else is just
And everybody else.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I see it.
Who's
So
who's Philly playing in the Super Bowl?
I think it's got to be KC.
It's gotta
Philly
be
again? Okay.
Yeah, again, they're gonna play a third time.
Okay. All right. All right. Chef, what's up? What about you?
listen, I want to throw some salt in the wound.
Yeah.
I definitely see Philly and Kansas City as as a trilogy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna leave room. I'm gonna leave room for two teams: Detroit
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and Buffalo. I'm gonna leave room for them.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna duke it out, and they're gonna battle Kansas City. And in order for Buffalo to ever get back to the Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
they gotta face Kansas City. But Josh Allen has to be better than himself. And I think that Josh Allen gets in his own way, and that's
Mhm.
going to be his biggest. That's going to be his biggest fault, or his to his resume as to why he never won a Super Bowl.
Mhm.
But I do like Detroit and Buffalo on that side, duking
Mhm.
it out to play for the rights to play against Kansas City. But I ultimately, Kansas City's just too tough, man.
Mhm.
Like I just don't see Kansas City losing too much. I don't
You
see
got
it.
Philly out? Philly ain't
No, no,
around?
No,
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 he
no.
said
He said
Philly and
Philly and
Kansas
Chiefs in the
City
Super Bowl.
trilogy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay. Oh,
yeah. Well, of course, in the South, in the NFC, we all agree that Atlanta over the Panthers and
yeah.
Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nobody's coming out of that. And then, of course, LA is definitely going to take over the NFC West. And I do like Green Bay, but I think Detroit can beat Green Bay because they got that a little experience over Green Bay. Green Bay's got Michael Parsons, of course, and some other players, but I do like Detroit. And then,
Mm-hmm.
of course, in the NFC East, I already picked Philly because, like I said, everybody likes the Giants, but they're fun. They're a fun team to watch. They're not a seasoned team to win. They're
Mhm.
not built to win right now.
Mhm. Yep.
So I got a trilogy.
Okay. All right. What say you, Dell?
All right, so NFC, Eagles are going to win the East.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay is going to win the North.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that I'm going Green Bay is because Jared Goff is going to be Jared Goff. There's a reason that the Rams traded Goff away to Detroit after Goff took them to the Super Bowl and lost.
Mm.
He's not good on big stages.
Mm.
So it's going to be Green Bay in the North, Philly in the East, the South. Atlanta's the only team worth even looking at. I mean, the Bucks lost too much, and Baker Mayfield is not going to be able to put on the skate this year. It's just not going to happen.
Mm.
They don't have enough of a defense to scare anybody.
Mhm.
And then the NFC West is the Rams to lose.
Mhm.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, because I'm looking at that offense and I'm like, you got Puka, Devontae, and Tutu Atwell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's pick your poison on the pass routes. And if you decide that you're going to cover all three wideouts, then you got to cover Higbee coming across the middle as a tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback got to stay healthy.
Well, here's the thing. Matt Stafford is probably going to miss 3 to 4 games like he does every year.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets him out of the way early in the year, good. I mean, that's gravy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Stafford's damn near 40.
I know. I
Mm-hmm.
know. That's the thing.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean,
Wow.
Stafford ain't that much younger than Aaron.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Mhm.
Dang. You don't put an age to that man.
Yeah.
Who's in the Super Bowl, Dell?
Well, he ain't got to get his AFC picks though.
I ain't got my AFC picks yet.
My bad.
AFC South. AFC South, that is the Texans to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think the Titans did it. The Titans didn't do much of anything except draft Cam Ward to put them over the hump. Jacksonville's Jacksonville. And then and the Colts are a cluster. I mean, they named Danny Dimes as their starting quarterback. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know right there.
Yikes.
So AFC South is the Texans. AFC North is going to be, I'm taking Cincinnati because of the upgrade that they did on defense in the offseason. I'm taking Cincinnati to win the AFC North. AFC East is Buffalo's to lose. And the AFC West is going to be a showdown between the Raiders and the Chiefs, with the Chiefs coming out on top. And then the Super Bowl is going to be Kansas City, unless they just implode, in Philly.
Another trilogy.
Another trilogy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Well, for me, AFC division winners, Bills for the AFC East. As much as I hate to say it, but I'm a realistic dude.
Mm-hmm.
Bills AFC East winners, AFC West winners, Chiefs, AFC North winners, Ravens, AFC South winners, Texans. Who's going into the playoffs? Definitely my guy Joe Burrows and his boys. They're gonna be in there. Broncos is gonna be in there.
That's a dark horse.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that pick.
Yeah.
I don't see them beating the Chiefs though.
No.
Not this year anyway.
Dolphins, I gotta give it up. They'll be in the playoffs. Did I say? Yeah, I already said Ravens division winners, and yeah, I really don't see nobody else. Maybe, yeah, I don't see nobody else. I know there's 6 locks in the playoffs. What did I
Actually,
pick?
7.
Picture 4, you got 6.
I got 6 or 7 slots or 6.
6.
It's 7 slots. You got 2 buys.
Okay. All right. So one more I got to pick, right? Because I picked 6 teams. So one more I got to pick. Yeah, gotta go with Pittsburgh. I think they'll squeak by with a 9-8 record. AA run ain't gonna do much, but Mike Tomlin knows how to make diamonds out of rocks. So he's gonna squeak the Steelers in. So that's the playoffs.
What you saying that, John, that alone tells me Pittsburgh ain't gonna make it. especially in Pittsburgh.
Controversial statement.
You gotta squeeze coal to make diamonds, baby.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin's been doing that for years, man. I mean, his worst record was an 8-8 record.
Can I make a controversial statement?
Go ahead.
In all honesty,
Yeah,
it may be time for Mike Tomlin to go to greener pastures. He needs to go somewhere else. Somewhere else that needs a coach that can build. Because at what point does winning replace the fact that you want to win championships? I mean, because Steelers hadn't got out of the first round of the playoffs in years.
Yeah, that was my take on it. Like you said, rocks.
So
rocks. Yeah,
but that's not really on him, though. It's not like they making moves, winning moves as an organization.
But that's my point. My point is that he keeps doing the best that he can with what they keep giving him. Yep. Imagine him going to a team that will actually give him something that's winning caliber,
right?
Where he doesn't have to will the team to win.
Exactly. That's why that was the telling when Josh said that. I was like, That's bad. When you gotta crush rocks just to make diamonds.
Yeah,
That's too much pressure. That's too much pressure when other teams are already, saying building. Saying he's already starting behind the 8 ball.
Yeah,
The season ain't
I
even
mean,
started yet.
teams are making moves to build for the future, and Pittsburgh is trying
Band-aiding it.
Well, they're trying to plug. Yeah, they're trying to plug and play, but the things that they're plugging into the system aren't going to get them over the hump. It's going to keep them in status quo.
Yeah, it's like they're looking for the next Ben Roethlisberger.
And in all honesty, they're not, because if they were, they would have drafted a quarterback at least 3 seasons ago.
Agreed.
Kenny Pickett was not the pick. As soon as they drafted him, I was like, what the fuck are they thinking?
Well, yeah. Well, who emerges out of the AFC? I'm not picking KC. I think it's Lamar's time. Lamar's going. Lamar's emerging out of the AFC East. Mark Andrews is going to redeem himself. He's gonna put some, I don't know,
You said that last year.
No, T said that last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know somebody said that last year.
T said that last
I
year.
gave up on him now. No more. No more.
Yeah. Now it's Lamar's time. Mark. That was somebody put juju on Mark Andrews. He dropped that ball. Man, Lamar played his ass off that game. Mark Andrews, damn it, Mark. Anyway, they will redeem themselves. Lamar and the Ravens will emerge out of the AFC East. They'll be in the Super Bowl, and they will play your Eagles, of course. Eagles division winners in NFC East, NFC West, Rams, definitely NFC North winners. I'm going Packers. I'm not going Lions. Matter of fact, Lions had big loss with Ben Johnson and AG, offensive and defensive. So not really confident in what kind of system they're going to draw for them to succeed, offensive and defensive wise. I know they got Aiden Hutchinson back, but that's neither here nor there. I like their running backs, Gibbs and the other boy. I like that tandem. Montgomery, thank you, David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. That tandem.
I love David Montgomery.
Yeah, that's a dope running back tandem. But not division winners. Nope. I got the Packers. I think the signing
peas and butter right there.
I think the signing of Micah. What I keep saying his name wrong. Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons was a significant signing. He's gonna take the Pack over the top. They will win their division. South, yes, I agree. Falcons. Playoffs. Vlad?
Yes, sir.
I think the G-Man is gonna go in. I think the G-Man is gonna go in.
You sleeping, man?
That's a wild card.
I think the G-Men are going in.
That's a wild card if you think so.
Yeah, I think the G-Men are gonna go. I think because of Russ's experience. I think I like the pieces that they put together. I mean, they're gonna be a fun team, but they're gonna be a competitive team, and they're gonna pull off some upsets, and they're gonna squeak in with that 9-8 record. They'll be a wild card. They're not gonna go far. They'll be a one. I'll see them being a one and done. But I'm saying the G-Men is gonna squeak in.
Okay.
Much as I hate to admit it, but the G-Men is gonna squeak in. Yeah, they're gonna surprise some folks.
They'll have some tough games in their own division, though, man.
Yeah, I know, but I think to Dell's point, Jaden Daniels has now made tape. He will be figured out, and I see a potential sophomore slump, and it may be a three NFC East playoff team, three Giants, Eagles, and Commanders. Cowboys, they're going to be competitive, but they're not going to do enough to get in because you have other teams like I think Seattle. I got Seattle going in. Also got let me see.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What is it about Seattle that gives you that insight, or what gives you the hope that, or what is it about Seattle? I mean,
I wanted to ask that same question too.
because I'm looking at their roster and I'm like, okay, show me something I'm missing.
So, go ahead, John.
No, go ahead, Ty. Go ahead.
So for me, first of all, the division is weaker right now. We don't know what San Francisco is going to be.
Garbage.
Like I said that the Rams, it's all about the quarterback. If he's not healthy, I don't like him. So for me, that leaves Sam Darnold, who was hot last year in Seattle, and they have some young players. They got the receiver. They had a running back. What's his name? Is Walker? What's the running back?
Kenneth Walker's the starter.
They got some good players, and if Darnold continues to stay hot, they can make a playoff run.
Darnold lost his cape in the playoffs because he played like hot garbage at the end of the season last year.
Well, that's what he do. I don't.
Which is why I'm asking, what are you seeing in Seattle that says that they can make a playoff run?
It's what I'm not seeing in everybody else.
Over the Rams, even the Rams?
The Rams is over.
The Rams are division winners. They going in.
But the quarterback got to be healthy.
Yeah, because I'm looking at San Francisco. I don't think Christian McCaffrey makes a full season again. I just don't. Brandon Ayuk is already going to miss the first 3 or 4 games on the pup list. So that leaves Purdy and Kittle.
Yeah.
So if he's only got one weapon, that means that you can pin your ears back and go get him because the running game is not going to be solid. Their defense, I mean, I know that Saleh's back running the defense, so their defense may be solid, but I don't know that their defense can keep people out of the end zone and let their offense only score 14 points. Because if the San Francisco offense gets into shootouts, it's going to be a tough road to hoe. And I see that same type of situation happening in Seattle as well. Because if Darnold has to put the ball up 30, 40 times a game, they're not going to the playoffs.
Well, I base it on the fact that Sam Darnold has kind of resurfaced and resurrected in Minnesota, and I think it will carry over.
I think Drew Lock will be the starting quarterback by week 8.
So
that's a good call. I'm saying about 6, big 6.
I mean, I just can't trust Darnold. Last year he was hot as a firecracker.
He was hot,
and then when it came down to where it needed to count, he turned into that same USC quarterback that we've seen time and time again.
Right. Well, so as far as the South goes, and the reason why I picked the South is very weak. I agree with you all on that. I think the only one that's going to emerge out the South is the Falcons, and that's why I picked 3 NFC East teams to go in. Giants being one of them. So, So they'll be in the playoffs. Giants will be one and done. Detroit ain't gonna go far either. I even say Detroit might be one and done. Green Bay may go as far as divisional playoffs. NFC Championship game will be Eagles and the Rams, with the Eagles coming on top. They'll play in the Super Bowl and play Baltimore. So I got Eagles and Baltimore in the Super Bowl. So that's my pick.
So you don't have Kansas City in it at all?
Nope. In the playoffs?
Yeah.
He chose Baltimore for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, KC in the playoffs, absolutely. Yeah.
Who defeats? I missed that part. Who beats Kansas City?
He chose
Baltimore.
Baltimore. He said
Baltimore.
Baltimore's going to the Super Bowl.
Baltimore.
Okay.
Yep, Baltimore. Lamar's time. He's going to finally get over that hump. And Mark Andrews going to make sure he has glue on his hands.
Okay.
Stick 'em. He gonna bring out the old school stick 'em.
You understand? You understand? Lester Hayes style. You dig? You know, so
Uniform just messed up for no reason.
Yeah, man. That yeah. So that's my take. Roy is about to crash out. So that is a signal.
I'm fine, man.
Must
I'm
end.
fine.
Yo, he's getting meaty comfortable, boy.
Yeah. The itis is setting in.
Yeah, that cigar took him out.
Y'all
shoot.
I mean, y'all did too, but yeah.
Yeah.
So last question. I want to end it with this one. Rookie of the year.
Go ahead. Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year.
Good question.
Wow.
Good question.
I would say the boy from San Francisco. Defensive tackle. I can't think of his name. The one they drafted. He's a beast. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm picking.
Look at Dell's face. I was like, what the? I was like, what the fuss? Who's the fuck is it? What are you talking about? I've never seen Dell perplexed like that before.
I was looking at another screen. It was
I got you. You just look so perplexed. He's like, what?
I'm gonna go with the running back in New England. What's his name? Travion Henderson, I think. Henderson, the running back in New England.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Ashton Genty, Vegas Raiders.
It was interesting that nobody's picking the number 1 or 2 pick.
Who's that? Oh, Abdul Carter?
Yeah. No.
Cam Ward and Travis Hunter went 1 and 2.
Right.
Okay,
Abdul Carter went 3.
Yeah.
Oh, Cam Ward. Oh.
Yeah. It's interesting.
I think Cam's gonna be running for his life too much to be Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, that's what I say.
And I think that with the struggles that are gonna happen in Jacksonville, I think Travis is gonna be worn out playing both ways, trying to help them get trying to help them get over the hump.
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
Facts. I think Ashton Genty. I mean, kid was a phenomenal talent in college. Let's see how he do in the pros. I think he'll have he's kind of a shifty back. He knows how to, he has running back intelligence. He knows how to shoot his gaps, read his gaps. But this is the NFL. The running backs are a lot faster. The D linemen are a lot faster. But the kid is talent. He's somewhat shifty. I see he can do it. I think he could do a little something. Yeah, I think most of his success will be pass catching.
Okay.
He can be more successful in the open field. Catch a check down, and he can do his thing, do his little boogie. But from the tailback position, running back, he might have some trouble because he'll know, man, these dudes are fast. Like, yeah, they bigger than you and faster than you, kid.
I'm gonna stay home on this one because I think he's going to get a lot of help. Abdul Carter.
Okay.
I think he's going to have a lot of mentors come in and work with him, from Carson Banks to Lawrence Taylor to.
If you don't learn how to avoid the chip, ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because they was chip blocking the hell out of his ass in the preseason.
Yeah, I saw that one.
he's gonna need some mentoring, but I think if he could do that, get over that hump, and just continue to just learn the game and have fun, I think he'll make a run for Rookie of the Year.
Okay, dig it. All right, cool.
Who you got, Del?
I'm going with Jahad Campbell.
Says very interesting panel tonight.
Linebacker from Alabama that we drafted in the first round.
All right.
He's already in the starting lineup.
Wow.
I heard good things about him too.
Yeah, he's starting at the weak side linebacker opposite Zach Bond right now.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Sweet.
Yeah, he jumped past Trotter and N'Kobe.
Look
Hard
at
to
that.
have a rookie of the year from the Eagles though. If Cooper and Quinion ain't do it, that's hard.
Cooper and Quinion canceled each other out. They split votes. That's why neither one of them got it. But rookie of the year this year, with the way that Jihad plays the game and the way that he played the game at Alabama, I think that he's gonna be rookie of the year, especially if he stays healthy.
But it's telling.
Fingers crossed, but
It's telling, boy.
I mean, because if you look at it, how many rookie linebackers does Vic Fangio ever start?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Good question.
Mhm. Yeah. All right, gents.
Take
We're
us
gonna
home,
start
John. Take us home.
tomorrow on Roy's Cowboys.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Roy. I'm with you, man. Our squads ain't gonna be able to party after the season. We still got more pieces to fit and struggle before we go to the playoff party. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. You know, so I've been waiting longer than you, brother. So
Absolutely.
Rooting for the Dallas Cowboys is like rooting for a sack of shit.
Yo.
But listen, gentlemen, this is a great season opener. I couldn't have asked for a better season opener. Oh man, y'all, thank you guys so much. Thank you for coming on, Roy. Thank you for coming on, man.
Absolutely. I appreciate y'all.
Listen, whenever you want to come back on, let me know. Let Ty know. I'll bring it back on because we're gonna be talking football for the rest of this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I'd love to come back on. I would.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the depth is definitely open. Of course, Ty and Dell, whenever y'all see fit, whenever y'all got time, you know, y'all can always come back and chop it up with us with football talk. You know, just let us know if y'all want to jump in. You know, come on, and but we definitely had to make it a tradition because we started a tradition to have you both on to do our NFL preview. Had to get all the fellas on. So thank you for coming on. Chef, we did it again, man. Another hell of a show.
But you know what, Joe Ja?
Yeah.
Since we started doing this with Ty and Dell, we've been very prolific. Every prediction we've made has come to fruition.
Yeah.
And our fans could call us out on it. I mean, Ja, tell Dell and Ty what you told me or why you do this show. Tell them what somebody said to you.
Oh, yeah. So classmate of ours, a good friend of ours that we went to high school with, we had a conversation and we said, listen, man, I don't watch ESPN. I don't watch FS1 Sports. I don't watch none of those dudes. I don't watch no sports podcasts. He said, when I get my information, I watch you guys. He was like, he said, I'm not gassing you. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. This is, he says, real talk. I watch you guys. So whenever I need my sports information, I'm watching you. So that definitely meant a lot, coming from a good friend of ours, you know what I'm saying? To support like that, like the fact that he's relied on us for sports information is just that one person, but that definitely motivated us to keep going. Keep doing this. So it look like we doing something good. I guess someone thinks we know what the fuck we talking about. You know what I'm saying? So
no doubt.
And on that note, man, like I always say, whatever you do, make sure you love what you do so you can embrace the grind. On behalf of the chef, this is the drum major, Dell, God of the Gridiron, Ty, my brother, Roy. Salute,
Roy.
Till next time.
Absolutely.
Peace.
Salute. Peace.
Peace.